Hello to everyone who's here. I really appreciate you. It's me again, Kirsch. Um, I just saw the news. I saw who won. Hi, Juniper. Wait, we're on the other side of the world. Did you see who won? Did you see who won the politics thing? The U.S. elections? Do you know who won? I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing. Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, that's true. Last night. Yeah, last night was it? Yeah, it was last night. Well, that was quick though. That was quick. Like they were pretty fast. Like you'd expect it to be like still going on for the next few. I was expecting it to be a little slower, but yeah, they that was quick. Like that was finished right away. Oh yeah, yeah. See, even Australia took a few days. Wait, when was the last election here? Because yeah, I don't remember it that much. They did have a little election last a few months ago, a few weeks ago, but that was Queensland. So um, that was quick as well to think about it. But that still took a few days before they could. Oh, wait, no, actually, it took a few. But yeah, not that much. I hope it doesn't affect us though. And how do you feel? Oh, I see. Well, are you voting? Because I have no idea if I'm. I don't think I'd be voting. That I'm not allowed to vote yet. And hallelujah for that, right? I'm sorry. But yeah, honestly my the only thing I could say about the whole politics is like even in here, like even Australia does coalitions. Good. That's good. Even Australia does coalitions, and I find it to be like I don't agree with it. That's my opinion. Like I don't agree with coalitions because it basically minimalizes the some of the agendas that some of these parties are like actually fighting for. Like if you actually look on a broader scale, there are a lot of parties with different representations out there. Women, for example, there are also some for safety. For there's a lot of things there. You vote green. I think my boyfriend voted Labor as well, or was I'm not really sure which one. But yeah. Wait, is green Labor or I'm not really sure honestly. Like I'm still clueless about Australian politics. Um, because I do notice that they kind of work similarly to the United States. Ah, oh, that's loser move. How could they? That's crazy. So their votes, you mean their votes to seats? Like their the seats to the whole thing, or just like the votes? That's weird. I didn't know they could do that. All I thought was they could just say, "Okay, I surrender. I surrender." Oh. But yeah. Okay, I didn't know they could also. Oh, yeah, that's weird. I'm sorry. That's just me saying my thing. In my experience, in the Philippines, it would take them 7 a month, like up to a month, because of how like separated things are. And I guess the way US did it is smooth in a way because it's like the idea of the electoral college and all that. It actually eases up the voting process, the counting process, instead of counting them one by one. But it all at the same like it's there's always that pros and cons when it comes to things, right? Okay, sorry. But yeah, apparently Kamala Harris, I'm not sure concession speech. I'm not sure what that means. Like what is a concession speech? Can someone tell me what a concession speech is if anyone's here? Like if you're also watching still, Junie, sorry. Let me just like adjust my volume really quick here. Um, Okay,
Good afternoon.
let me
Good
see if you can hear
afternoon.
that. Oh, cool. Oh,
Thank
it's
you
visible
all.
as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So let me say, and I love you back. And I love you back.
She's probably crying. She's been crying probably. I mean, that would still be like, I mean, as a it's okay to feel, I think we have to accept that, we have to accept that sometimes we don't get what we want, especially in life.
So let me say, my heart is full today. My heart is full today, full of gratitude for the trust you have placed in me, full of love for our country, and full of resolve. The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for, but hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright. As long as we never give up and as long as we keep fighting. To my beloved Doug and our family, I love you so very much. To President
Ah,
Biden and Dr.
I see. Yeah, I did see that it's like some sort of like like a order voting. Oh. Okay, so basically it's the first choice. So when does the second choice apply then? And I wonder who you actually vote for. Like, do you guys vote for people or do you vote for the parties? Sorry, I'm continuing this. And also I'm dedicating this song. When tomorrow comes, I'll be on my own. Oh, I feel bad for the brat girlies out there. Ah, I see. So, okay, I see. I see. Okay, I see. The good thing about the United States, thinking about it now, is in a way their system is kind of separated, like it's not really entirely like, oh, I have the entire power as the president of this country. It's always separated between different systems. Um, I think executive branches, different branches of the government, basically. So, yeah, in a way, like to think about it, like Donald Trump's just able to control the the executive bits. Unfortunately, he may be able to. Why? Was there scandal? Like, why would they switch several times? That's weird. I was just thinking about what do you call this? Yeah, meanwhile in Australia, thinking about it, um yeah, I'm not sure which I do notice like hospitals, roads. It's kinda like okay, so I see. So I think it's kinda like more like internal politics. Is that what you're saying? Like it just in like within the party, there's like some sort of like, oh, I wanna take this spot. Oh, I wanna take this spot. Yeah, yeah, not good, not good. NG. But yeah, um, yeah, I'm just one. Yeah, I've never. Hello, hi, Ghosty. How are you? I'm just wondering if yeah. So they just vote. I don't know who they voted for in Queensland. I'm good. How are you? But I think it was what's her name again? What's their name again? I forgot the party that they voted here. I don't really like. I don't really like fuss with it, you know. But yeah, apparently they're like against some, you know. Ah, the previous one. Are you talking about the previous woman? The one, the Palajay, cha cha cha. Ah, yeah. Are you in the United States, Ghosty? How do you feel about the election? Because yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I just saw this and yeah, there's a lot of people reacting about it. So yeah, the United States has a system that ensures that sort of fairness. Well, not fair. I would say like like the different party, the different the branches don't really like, you know, rural south and uh yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that it has I'm just wondering if states can have that, can, you know, I mean, because yeah, unfortunately he won, that's the reality. The only part is how can we, you know, how can we ease it for us, I guess, because it is tough. It is tough. Honestly, I feel like everyone is probably still at that shock phase. So take your time, Ghosty. I'm really sorry to hear how you're feeling. And I hope I could provide as much options for you. But yeah, you'll get there. We will find a way.
Dr. Biden, thank you
Sorry,
for
let me
your
just turn
faith
my
and
flashlight on.
support. To Governor Walz and the Walz family, I know your service to our nation will continue.
I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear.
And to my extraordinary team, to the volunteers who gave so much of themselves, to the poll workers and the local election officials, I thank you. I thank you all. Look, I am so proud of the race we ran and the way we ran it.
I just have a question. Is this her first run? Is this her first run as president? That means she could like try again, right? So maybe this is not the time for Kamala, you know. She can like she can definitely try again. This is not forever, guys. This is not forever. This is just a few years. This is just a few years, okay? This is just a few years. And yeah, it's gonna be really terrible few years. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably gonna affect the other countries as well. And war, I think. So, war around the world. You.
And the way we ran it over the
Oh my
107
god,
days of
my
this
tummy is kind
campaign,
of.
we have been
I'm gonna
intentional
cover myself.
about building community and building coalitions, bringing people together from every walk of life and background, united by love of country with enthusiasm and joy in our fight for America's
Where are
future.
you guys from, Ghosty? Like which part of the US?
And we did it with the knowledge that we all have so much more in common than what separates us. Now, I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it. But we must accept the results of this election. Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition, and that we will engage in a peaceful transfer of power.
Yes, girl. That's the way. That's the way, girl. She's staring at us like that. Bitch. Like she's saying, "Oh, I ain't starting no protest, bitch. Nah, bitch. I ain't a sore loser." So yeah. That's the thing. I'm sorry. I'm just translating it. Translator. Sorry.
A fundamental principle of American democracy is that when we lose an election, we accept the results. That principle, as much as any other, distinguishes democracy from monarchy or tyranny. And anyone who seeks the public trust must honor it. At the same time, in our nation, we owe loyalty not to a president or a party, but to the Constitution of the United States.
Yeah, the very core values that makes the United States the way it is.
And loyalty to our conscience and to our God. My allegiance to all three is why I am here to say, while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign. The fight for freedom, for opportunity, for fairness, and the dignity of all people. A fight for the ideals at the heart of our nation, the ideals that reflect America at our best. That is a fight I will never give up. I will never give up the fight for a future where Americans can pursue their dreams, ambitions, and aspirations, where the women of America have the freedom to make decisions about their own body and not have their government telling them what to do.
Oh.
We will never give up the fight
yes,
to protect
Mama.
our
Give me
schools
that
and
stare.
our streets from gun violence.
Yes.
And America, we will never give up the fight for our
As
democracy,
if I'm American.
for the rule of law, for equal justice, and for the sacred idea that every one of us, no matter who we are or where we start out, has certain fundamental rights and freedoms that must be respected and upheld.
Yes, preach. Preach, mother. Yes, mama.
And we will continue to wage this fight in the voting booth, in the courts, and in the public square. And we will also wage it in quieter ways, in how we live our lives, by treating one another with kindness and respect, by looking in the face of a stranger
Mama.
and seeing
My
a
heart is
neighbor,
horny.
by always using our strength
Yes.
to lift people up, to fight for the dignity that all people deserve. The fight for our freedom will take hard work, but like I always say, we like hard work. Hard work is good work. Hard work can be joyful work.
It's never easy,
And the
guys.
fight
It's
for
never
our
easy.
country is always worth it. It is always worth it. To the young people who are watching, it is
Yes, brat mama. What is it, brat mama?
To the young people who are watching, it is okay to feel sad and disappointed, but please know it's going to be okay. On the campaign, I would often say,
feel so good
when we
at the
fight,
moment.
we win. But here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win. That doesn't mean we won't win. The important thing is don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever stop trying to make the world a better place. You have power. You have power. And don't you ever listen when anyone tells you something is impossible because it has never been done before. You have the capacity to do extraordinary good in the world. And so to everyone who is watching, do not despair. This is not a time to throw up our hands. This is a time to roll up our sleeves. This is a time to organize, to mobilize, and to stay engaged for the sake of freedom and justice and the future that we all know we can build together. Look, many of you know I started out as a prosecutor, and throughout my career, I saw people at some of the worst times in their lives. People who had suffered great harm and great pain, and yet found within themselves the strength and the courage and the resolve to take the stand, to take a stand, to fight for justice, to fight for themselves, to fight for others. So let their courage be our inspiration. Let their determination be our charge. And I'll close with this. There's an adage an historian once called a law of history, true of every society across the ages. The adage is, only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. I know many people feel like we are entering a dark time, but for the benefit of us all, I hope that is not the case. But here's the thing, America, if it is, let us fill the sky with the light of a brilliant, brilliant billion of stars. The light.
That's you!
The light of
That's
optimism.
you, bitch!
Of faith, of truth, and service. HU. And may that work guide us, even in the face of setbacks, toward the extraordinary promise of the United States of America. I thank you all. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. I thank you all.
Oh, that is so sweet of her. And yeah, that's a good, like, it's a good way to see our lives, you know? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I dwell myself. Like, if you actually look at what she said, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be sad. But, don't give up. Don't give up just yet. Say that to yourself. It's not over yet. And it's probably just started, you know? We're just, maybe people, I keep saying we, but it's not really we, but them. Maybe everyone needs to start working harder, you know? Harder. And yeah, I said what I said. But let's see what Donald Trump, oh wait, let's see what other people, okay, let's see what he said. Oh, fuck, never mind, it's a 30-minute video. Oh, he's sad. Oh, he's sad. Okay, let's see this one because it's a minute
I wonder
long.
what people are talking about online. Reddit.com. Okay, so this one's about the US election. This one's about Vance and Donald Trump. Oh, this one's, never mind, that was a child being hit by a car. Maybe there's some topics on Twitter. Hashtag voted for Trump. Hashtag election day. Trump, Trump, Trump. Maybe I should just stick with YouTube. Oh yeah, I disabled my recommendations because I was tired of getting anti-woke YouTubers on my homepage. But you know what? There's always something on the trending tab, like this #1 trending video from The Onion. I literally cannot do this today. I am not apathetic towards the result, but I am apprehensive. And doom scrolling through the internet is only fueling my anxiety, even if it's within the context of informing myself or finding.
Well, bitch, why did you make a video then? You fucking. Ugh. You could have just like fucking wrote that post or something. Fucking had to fucking make a video. Bitch. Let me just let me see other people's reaction about like elections. Like cause yeah, that's what I want to see. Like okay, how about them? This is good.
Yesterday, Americans went to the polls to elect the House of Representatives, a third of
I'm sorry. That fucking scared me.
the Senate, and most importantly, their new president. The pre-election polls were impossibly tight and implied that both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump could have won. In the end, however, as the results have rolled in over the past few hours, it became apparent that, as he did in 2016 and 2020, Trump had outperformed the polls. And by the time this video comes out, he may have already been declared the winner. So in this video, we're going to look at the results so far, and why Trump will probably be the next president of the United States. Before we get into the results, a quick recap of how American elections work. This might be stupidly obvious to some of you, and if you've heard enough about the Electoral College, then you can skip ahead. But for everyone else, American presidential elections are not won by the popular vote. Rather, they're won by the Electoral College. In short, every state gets a certain number of electoral votes, which roughly correspond with the size of their population. The total number of electoral votes available is 538, which means that a candidate needs 270 votes or more.
Oh, okay. So California is like, oh, wow, 54. That's a lot.
In order to win. In 48 out of the 50 states, and in Washington, D.C., which gets 3 electoral votes thanks to the 23rd Amendment, whoever wins the most votes in that state gets all of the electoral votes. But Maine and Nebraska do things slightly differently, allocating 2 electoral votes to the state's popular vote winner, and then 1 electoral vote to the popular vote winner in each congressional district. Anyway, most states aren't actually all that competitive, and we basically knew who was going to win in advance. According to Nate Silver's forecast, for instance, 21 states and Washington, D.C. had a greater than 85% chance of going for Harris, collectively accounting for 226 electoral votes, while 23 other states had a greater than 85% chance of going for Trump, collectively accounting for 218 electoral college votes. That means that, leaving aside Maine's 2nd district, which was probably always going to go for Trump anyway and only accounts for a single electoral vote, the entire race hinged on the 7 remaining so-called swing states. Nevada, which gets 6 electoral votes, Wisconsin, which gets 10.
This is really informational because yeah, actually I have like personally like I have a basic idea about like how the constitution works, but like the policy, the whole process. The process, the what they call this, the election process, very complicated. So
10.
This is a good way to basically sorry I interrupted him.
Arizona, which gets 11, Michigan, which gets 15, Georgia, which gets 16, North Carolina, which also gets 16, and Pennsylvania, which gets 19, and has therefore been the focus of much of the campaign. Anyway, the polls going into the election had almost all of these races neck and neck, with the exception of Arizona, where Trump apparently held a 2.4-point lead. Nate Silver's aggregator had every swing state within basically a 1-point margin, which is basically why Silver, along with almost all other pollsters, gave each candidate roughly equal chances of winning the Electoral College. In his final pre-election forecast, Silver actually gave Harris a literally 50.0% chance of winning, while The Economist gave her a 56% chance, and 538 gave her a 50% chance. However, with the results rolling in over the past few hours, it's looking more and more like Trump has, once again, outperformed the polls. As of about 1 a.m. Eastern Time, North Carolina and Georgia have both been called for Trump. Arizona also looks likely to go for Trump, because while only 53% of the votes have been counted, Trump currently holds a slight lead, and the remaining votes are due to come from Trump-leaning areas, especially Maricopa County, which includes the city of Phoenix. When it comes to Nevada, their vote normally takes unusually long to count, but provisional data collected by John Ralston of the Nevada Independent suggests that it's basically a toss-up. But because it only accounts for 6 electoral college votes anyway, it's unlikely to be decisive. Anyway, assuming Arizona does indeed fall for Trump, this means that Harris would probably need to win all 3 blue wall swing states, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, in order to win the Electoral College overall. And unfortunately for Harris, this looks basically impossible. Largely because, as of 2 a.m. Eastern Time, Pennsylvania looks overwhelmingly likely to go for Trump, with many networks calling it as a Trump victory. And it's not just Pennsylvania either. Trump also looks likely to win Michigan and Wisconsin, although this isn't yet certain because of the lower percentage of respective votes that are being counted. Now, we should stress that, as of the time of writing, the results aren't yet certain. There are still millions of votes to come, and a whole load of states are yet to be called. Nonetheless, the consensus is that a Trump victory is overwhelmingly likely. The New York Times currently gives Trump more than a 95% chance of winning the election, and is predicting that he'll get just over 300 electoral votes. The Times even now predicts that Trump will win the popular vote, which is pretty incredible given what the polls were saying before the election. The betting and prediction markets broadly concur. Polymarket currently gives Trump a 97% chance of winning, and even suggests that Trump has a 92% chance of winning the popular vote too. And it's not just the presidency either. Republicans have also flipped the Senate. Republican candidates have flipped seats in Ohio and West Virginia, and held on in Texas, Florida, and Nebraska, which means that they already have 51 seats in the chamber. While the House is harder to call at this time, polls before Tuesday had it as a toss-up. So if the Republicans outperform the polls there in the same way they have in the presidential and Senate races, they could win an outright trifecta. All in all, this is looking like a pretty catastrophic night for the Democrats, who will doubtless spend the next few months, if not years, blaming each other and arguing how to best diagnose this loss. However, from a certain perspective, this result shouldn't be all that surprising. After all, Democrats did switch out their candidate, who's still the president, just months before the vote, having spent the preceding year or so adamantly insisting that Biden was fit for another term. And even though Harris has enjoyed a boost in the polls, she's never been all that popular and has always struggled to shift back to the center, having shifted to the left in 2019. On top of that, incumbents worldwide have been struggling in the polls, largely because voters apparently just really hate inflation. So what happens next? Well, honestly, no one knows. It might be that, like his first term, Trump's second term ends up being a bit underwhelming and nowhere near as catastrophic as the liberal-leaning bits of the American media.
I just want to criticize his fucking, like, tan as a person of natural tan. Yeah, they should work better on that, mister.
Like, often suggest.
You need more of
however,
that tanning,
Trump's second term might end up being
is.
far more, shall we say, dramatic than his first, given the Republican dominance in Congress and the fact that many of the checks and balances that moderated him first time round no longer exist. Ultimately, we'll just have to wait and see.
Well, he won already, so... Okay, let's see other reactions here and there. See what's going on. I'm sorry, why am I doing the whole... I shouldn't be doing that, because I know other people are upset. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm just reacting. This is my reaction, you know? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, so Adam Conover. If you guys don't know who Adam Conover is, he was on this show called Adam Ruins Everything, I think, on True TV. But yeah, I think something happened. There was drama between there was drama between whatever the executives and this dude, so he just left and started his own channel. And yeah, let's see what he says, because yeah, I have no idea.
So the election is this Tuesday,
also,
and have you noticed
hiding
that
myself.
Everyone is worried as hell?
Democracy is literally at stake.
And 2024 is the final battle. That's going to be the big one.
The future of America and the future of civilization is at stake. I mean, we're going to be fully Mad Max, you know?
Okay, I know you
fully Mad Max.
Elon think.
Whatever. Oh, I hate that. I'm sorry. I don't know why I hate. Oh my god, I shouldn't be hating on people, but I don't know. I'm just hi big guy. I'm good. How are you? I hope you're doing good. Sorry, I'm just watching some reactions on the stream just to see how other people are reacting and stuff, you know? Like mostly creator stuff. You know?
Thinks he's Furiosa, but he's clearly Immortan Joe. He's even got an army of tattooed
Oh wow. Wow. Oh, what did you get? What did you get today?
idiots who would die to protect him. But look,
Oh, and yeah,
it's
how do you feel about the election? Sorry, I was supposed to be asking that way. Let me write that down so that I could ask everyone.
not just Elon.
Everyone
Almost
American.
everyone I know is worried sick about the election, and I understand why. People's actual lives are at stake. The right to make decisions about your own body, the right to protest, the right to even exist in America as an immigrant. All of them depend on the outcome. But despite all of that, I want to tell you that I am genuinely not worried about this election. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why.
Which is, yeah, I think that says something about the like the bylaws of like a president, you know? Are those the sort of things that should be looked into in the future? I mean, in terms of like allowing a certain person to, you know, like, cause yeah, if that's unconstitutional, wouldn't that mean I'm not sure how that would work, cause I would think it would go to the vice president of Donald Trump, not really to Kamala, if that's the case.
But
So,
first,
sorry,
I
I'm
want to
gonna
remind you
let
that I'm
him
going on
finish.
tour. Coming up soon, I'm headed to Denver, Austin, and all these other wonderful cities. Head to adamconover.net for tickets and head to patreon.com/adamconover if you'd like to support the channel directly. So look, I'm not saying I know what's going to happen in the election. I definitely do not. Do I look like an election predictor to you? Honestly, thank God I don't, because all of those guys look really weird. Why is that? Are they all too busy crunching polling data to get a normal haircut? I don't get it. Right now, the race is polling almost exactly 50-50. It's literally a coin flip. And depending on how that coin lands, America is going to go in one of two diametrically opposite directions. If it's heads, well, Kamala will do the same thing Democrats always do. She'll try to make slow, small improvements to the status quo, you know, protect a couple rights, give a little bit of economic help to the poor, but, you know, not nearly enough, and hopefully keep on our girl Lena Khan so she can keep breaking up those monopolies. Love you, girl. Is that sexual harassment to Lena Khan? Whatever, we're a fan here. Life in America will not fundamentally change
Should have
under
called
a
her
Harris
baby
administration.
girl.
They won't upend our economic system, which is destroying the planet and impoverishes millions. They definitely won't stop Israel from flattening Gaza. But, you know, couple things might get a little bit better, otherwise business as usual. But if it's tails, we go down a much darker path. If we believe Trump about what he says he's going to do, and I really think we should, he's going to deport 20 million people, which is ethnic cleansing. He's going to work to take the right to abortion and gender-affirming care away from women and queer people. And plus, he'd likely get to appoint 2 more Supreme Court justices, which would mean all that shit would be locked in until Gen Alpha kids are saying skibbity toilet at their
Hi,
retirement
Longevity.
parties.
How
Not
are
to
you?
mention, if you're worried about Gaza, well, Trump would be even fucking worse
I'm
on...
watching reaction. I'm watching other people react about the election. But this dude is, I think he's getting to a point. But let's see, he's getting to a point here. He's trying to give us the dramatic ensemble. You know, like bad, bad, bad. It's like that fucking dude that keeps getting beat up. The main star being beat up before he gets to that. Oh, I'm good. How do you feel about the election? Longevity. Sorry, I should have let me ask you that.
Now,
Yeah, keep wasting your, yes, waste that. Thank you. Waste that for me, please.
you might be thinking that the reason I'm not worried about the election is because I'm a white guy and those things don't affect me. And that is not true. First of all, because I care about other people and like whether they die or not. I don't know, crazy thing about me. But secondly, even white guys like me are not safe in Trump's vision of the future because he's explicitly said that he wants to...
But wait, how do you feel about the election? I was asking you that. Like, what? I mean, but did you vote? Like, how you didn't vote? Did you vote?
send the military after
I'm gonna
anyone
give
who
you a-
disagrees
I'm
with
gonna
him
give you a
politically.
bonk
And
if you
that's
don't.
me, baby. I can't fight back against the military. Look at these hands. They were made to type YouTube videos, not be thrown against the National Guard. I mean, even if you're on Trump's side, you will suffer if he wins. I know his supporters are mad about inflation, but Trump's main economic proposal is to put a tax on all imported goods, which would make everything from
Yeah,
iPhones to
yeah.
AR-15s more expensive. I mean, can you
Right, because everything is coming. Yeah, everything that these bitches. Oh, Sexy Red. Who's Sexy Red?
really afford to be paying more for your assault rifle in this
I wanna
economy?
see who Sexy
but
Red
look,
is.
I don't even know why I'm bothering to list all this stuff, because despite everything that Trump has promised and done,
Bitch.
the dude is popular, and he
Bitch.
has been for nearly a decade now. You know, I think one of the reasons liberals get so worried about the election is that they refuse to accept reality. They're always
I
just
thought that was
shocked and
someone.
in denial. Like, can you believe that anybody is voting for this guy? Yeah, I can believe it. It's a fucking fact of life. 46% of
Yeah, I
voters
love
voted
dicks.
for Trump in 2016. 47% of
Well, I'm talking of not the dicks, like not a dick person, but yeah, like the thing that, yeah, sorry.
voters voted for
I'll
him in
shut up.
2020. And they did so not in spite of Trump being a racist, sexist idiot whose only goal is to punish immigrants and destroy the federal government, but in large part because of those things. They just like that shit. They see a guy who's been convicted on 34 counts of hush money payments to a porn star, and they say, that's my dude, sign me up. And there's this persistent fucking fantasy among liberals that the problem is that the media just isn't covering Trump correctly. If the newspapers said Trump is bad a little differently, everyone would realize the error of their
Yeah.
ways. But come on.
That's actually true. There's a better way to like express it rather than, being angry, like having that tone of like, it's really gonna be terrible, because people naturally are gonna be like, there is obviously like especially new popular ones who need sponsors basically. They have to like, yeah, they have to listen to what the advertisers say, the whoever makes the money, who's the boss and all that shit. um I don't know what I'm talking about now, but yeah, yeah, I just saw Sexy Red, by the way, longevity, and I'm just so annoyed because you did. I know the girl. You showed me that girl before, bitch.
Do we really think there are people out there waiting to hear the news that Trump is a piece of shit? Are there
Maybe I
really
should-
voters in
maybe
Georgia
I
and
should start
Arizona
a
saying,
rap-
oh my
rap
God,
name as well."
now that the New York Times says he's a fascist, I'm voting for Kamala. No!
A stage
Media
name.
coverage is so polarized in this country, it doesn't matter what the newspapers say because only liberals read that shit. So look, liberals, you gotta get through your stages of grief about Trump, okay? The man is popular, his policies are popular, and yes, he could win. But despite that, I am still not worried about this election. And that's because I'm moving to Japan to work at Nintendo. Just kidding.
Oh,
Miyamoto
really?
personally rejected my application, and I
Oh,
am
that
devastated.
sucks.
No, the real reason I'm not worried is because worry is a useless fucking emotion that does nothing but paralyze and control us. Think
Oh,
about
wow,
this. Why
okay.
do so many of us follow the polls day after day when we already know how we are going to vote? Why are we glued to cable news on election night when we know that that doesn't change the outcome? Why do we watch Steve Kornacki and John King run through their horrible scenarios over and over again, other than the fact that they're stone cold hotties and we'd love to watch them kiss?
That's like me
I
yapping.
mean, why do we watch these things? Well, it's because we're worried, and worrying feels bad. And getting a little bit of good news might change that emotion and make it a little better. That's the essential truth about the entire political news media machine. It feeds off of our worry. Steve Kornacki is an energy vampire. Hell, I'm doing it too. You probably clicked this video because you're worried and you wanted me to tell you it's all gonna be okay.
Yep, that's what I did. That's what I was gonna do, bitch. That was what I was trying to do to the people who's watching me, bitch. You fucking scared them. You fucking scared them, you bitch.
Well, I'm not gonna do that. It might not be okay. But I am gonna tell you why you shouldn't worry anyway. Because let's talk about what worry actually is. See, worry is the emotion you feel when you fear an outcome over which you have no control. It's why you worry when you watch a World Series game. You don't want your team to lose, and you can't do anything to help. But the players aren't worried. They're out there trying their best, and they know no matter what happens, they gave it all they got. Unless they're Aaron Judge. Then they clearly could have given a little bit more. But, you know, the rest of the players.
Yeah.
They're not worried because they're
I don't
in
know
the
what he
game,
said there
but
about
you're
a
worried
sports
because
person.
all you
Sorry.
can do is buy another $40 hot dog and hold in your stress diarrhea while you spectate like a chump. Worry is specifically an emotion of powerlessness. And here's what you need to know. You are not powerless in America. You are, in fact, one of the players. On a baseball team, there's 9 players. But in America...
That's actually true. That's actually true. And I do believe that's the case for a lot of Western places with a lot of basic privileges. Healthcare is one of them. Because I'm from the Philippines. I've seen how some people have to fucking beg for money. Or even, like, honestly, people being rejected. And it was really shocking when I saw United States ending up like that. Instead of understanding as to, oh, why are we getting this surge of, now thinking as an adult, they could have, like, oh, why are we getting a surge of people going to the hospitals? That's the way you're supposed to think, you know. But I guess the solution was to turn it into, like, private now. It's so weird.
There's 337 million, and you are one of them, which means you have the power to change the outcome. And I want to be clear, I'm not talking about voting. Because yes, voting is important, but the biggest lie told in America is that voting is where your power begins and ends. That you should cast your ballot, donate to a candidate, and then sit back and worry on the couch as you watch history unfold as a spectator. But if you buy into that, you are voluntarily giving up your power. You are letting the runner steal second without even trying a throw. Because after you vote, during the other 3 years and 364 days, you have the ability to take direct action to fight back against bullshit and fight for yourself and those you care about. You can organize your workplace and go on strike to gain power and force your employers to make your industry better, like workers are doing all across the country. You can start a tenant union in your apartment building or attend a neighborhood council meeting to fight for more affordable housing. You can protest in the street and join a group that organizes year-round for a more just world where you live in your community. You know, the silver lining of the last Trump administration is that it made millions of Americans stand up and fight for change in their own communities. In 2016, here in Los Angeles, where I live, a bunch of us got really involved in our city. I personally was sick of walking by homeless people sleeping on my own street and feeling helpless to do anything about it. I had voted for politicians and ballot measures, and I still wasn't seeing the change I wanted to. So I started volunteering at a local homelessness coalition called SELA. In SELA, we went out as volunteers with food and water. We talked with our homeless neighbors and we got to know them. We connected them with services. We built community. We literally learned how to help folks get into housing, and then we did it. We got over 100 people into permanent housing, and in so doing, we literally started to build the world we wanted to see. And then one of the founders of the group decided to run for city council. And a bunch of us didn't just vote for her. We campaigned for her. We knocked doors for her. We organized for her. And you know what happened? She fucking won. And since she has gotten into office, she has actually made our city a better place. She's taken what we learned at SELA and used it to get so many people into housing that homelessness overall has actually gone down in our district.
Wow.
We didn't just vote and then wait for a candidate to solve our problems. We showed up and put direct action into solving them ourselves, and we made fucking progress. And I cannot begin to tell you how powerful it feels to do that. I mean, it just transforms your relationship with our political system. Like a few weeks ago, A bunch of us from LA traveled to Phoenix, Arizona to knock doors for the election with this amazing group of organizers called Worker Power. And you know what? While I did that, while I was out there in the hot sun with my friends in my dorky hat,
I've actually done this. Not actually knocking on the door, but like, you know, the traffic in public while they're doing well, in the Philippines at least, while campaigning. Like, I do agree with what he said there. Most of the effort are actually, for a lot of the effort comes from the closest family of the politician. I mean, obviously it depends if the politician is really doing her best or his best or their best, I don't know. But yeah, basically it's that family, and that family can actually expand to generations, like their grandkids, because yeah, in a way it's showing how, you know, it's kind of pretentious in a way, but you know, it's showing the, like, oh, what sort of, like, oh, this, what sort of values they have as a person, and as a family person, as a this that
having
sorry.
doors slammed in my face, but also having real conversations with other Americans about issues I actually care about, I stopped worrying about the election because I was playing in the fucking game. I was giving it my all and swinging for the fences. And now, win or lose, I know that I tried my best. And you know what? No matter who wins on election day, no matter which timeline we go down, I'm still going to be here fighting. And so are you, if you choose to. Because, you know, it's true. A lot could change in America based on the results of this election. But one thing won't change. There's going to be a lot of fucking work to do, and there's going to be a lot of us here who are ready to do it. And I think you know that because you are not tuned out. You're watching this video. So here's the choice before you. You can either sit there, glued to the couch, biting your nails and tweeting like David Zaslav and Elon Musk want you to, or you can make a plan for what you're going to do the day
Oh, by the way, I made an X account. 3 X accounts. One to stalk on my boy crush. Well, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm so sorry, guys. But one of them is for because Longevity told me that porn exists on X. I mean, that made sense, right? Because X, what XX? Like, add 2 more X and it's xxx.com. You might as well turn it into fucking xvideos.com because, bitch. And the third one is obviously for my Twitch. I'm still working on improving it. You'll eventually see it on the buttons. Check my website. It has
after
a
the
buttons.
election, no matter who wins, to make your community and therefore the country a better place. Because you know what? The cure for worry isn't better poll numbers. It isn't a candidate who says all the right things. It isn't a good outcome on CNN's magic wall. It's you hitting the fucking pavement with your friends.
Yeah, the best thing about the like, that's why a lot of people want to go to the United States, because you can actually do something for yourself. Like, even in Australia, that's pretty hard, you know. But like, I guess that's why people get the appeal with Elon Musk and all that, because he's another example of a person who, you know, migrated to the United States and all that stuff. And yeah. Definitely sucks. Oh, what am I talking about? I'm sorry. I kind of went the other way around. Okay, let's see this. What do they say? Sorry, I'm multitasking. That's why I'm like I'm losing in my own thoughts.
The Fox News decision desk can now officially project that Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States.
Voters express deep frustration with the Biden administration, and former President Trump and the future President Trump overperformed in urban areas, particularly with men, proving that the strategy that they doubled and tripled down on over the course of the last few months.
You know what? Let's stop. Let's stop, guys. Let's stop, okay? He won. He won. That's it. He won. we're not gonna give our energy to this fucking orange magnet of a human who fucking sells EFTs in the form of fucking, yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I ain't giving no fucks. So yeah, don't let this whole election, like, if it actually, like, as if you're American and they do something, like, fight for it, like, don't let them fucking get you like that, because they be bitches. And yeah, that's like what Adam said, let's try not to dwell on it. Oh, I didn't watch this for you guys though. This is a reaction, so reaction on the election. So fuck, I guess we have to watch it, right? Because it's like, okay, fine, let's watch it.
In the latest news,
Sorry, I had
XQC
to
made a
burp.
bet of $700,000 a few
Sorry, I
days
had to
ago
burp
on
again.
Kamala Harris to win the election, but today bad news hit XQC when he ended up losing over $700,000 after betting against Donald Trump on the ongoing 2024 US elections. In this clip, XQC was cashing out all of his bets after betting on Kamala Harris at a substantial loss, which amounted over $700K. Here is the clip.
The Red Bull. He's like, all right, we can do this.
Alan.
Okay, well,
Didn't need it.
Oh my
Didn't need
god.
it. Didn't need it.
I agree, didn't need it.
Look at the face. That's the face of fucking, fuck, am I doing this right? It's so screwed. Oh, sorry, fuck, my fucking chair. Chair dropped on me and accidentally pressed the fucking thing. But yeah. Oy, I'm not sponsoring for that. Don't use that. Oy, don't use that website. Oy. Don't gamble.
this guy's career is flashing in front of his
You can
eyes.
gamble
At least
on
you're not
Roblox.
him, right?
Career. This guy's like 90 years old.
Well, not with Robux. Wait, what did they call it? Did they still call the currency Robux? But yeah, don't gamble with real money, okay? Don't
Well, his
gamble with
career's
real
over,
money.
okay? He's like making money.
QC cashing out $5 of his $800,000 bet. If that's real money, he probably goes mad right now or crying in the corner because he's broke. Sadly, it's stake money that he's using. How do 9 people upvote
okay.
such an incredibly stupid comment? The stake slot thing is obviously fake money in terms of their contracts probably being adjusted in a way to compensate for losses and wins. There is no question that the literal Bitcoin they spend is
That is
real.
fair,
They could for
yeah.
sure withdraw any of their stake wallet into a real BTC wallet. So it's not play money in that sense. And also, how would losing 1 million make XQC broke? Didn't he sign a 100KK deal? Are we all just saying just whatever feels good at the moment? Why wouldn't he just have in his contract that his account is flagged to never actually take or give money? At that point, it's just a bad video game, and is how I actually think these contracts work. It's not like Stake has any sort of regulation or requirement, to be honest, with their advertising to children. Because a few years ago, when that gambling started, XQC and Train were very adamant about other gamblers playing with fake money. Like extremely adamant, because they thought that it was somehow a great and positive thing to promote slot gambling to children with real money involved as opposed to play money. And because they went out on a limb for no reason to make that distinction between them and other gamblers, and since they are adamant about it being real money that they could withdraw at any time, I actually believe it. But the mechanism by which that money is actually turned into play money, as in XQC, not actually betting millions of dollars a day, is through a contract or understanding. It's like when you and a friend sit at a table and he gifts you $100 for your birthday. Then you give him $100 for him helping you out last weekend. Then he gives you $100 because you said something nice today, and so on. The money in that situation is still real, so calling it fake money doesn't do it justice and enables an easy defense by XQC. I don't believe that this is legal, and I don't think they would ever take that risk. Why would you hard-code evidence into your gambling website that your co-owner of your streaming website lied to his whole fan base? We can agree on the money not being real, as in it's real money, but it's not all coming straight from XQC. But I couldn't disagree more about the mechanism with which the theory is actually carried out.
XQC responds after losing his $700,000 bet.
Joe, I saw you trying to cash out. That was so funny. Dude, wait, did you, sorry, did you chase?
Nah, I mean, yeah, but I cashed out all of it.
Okay. Well,
I cashed back out like 180, I think.
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm just watching
No, it was fun.
reactions
Well,
from
Like,
election
I don't
stuff.
bet on sub.
Oh, you're American, so how do you feel about the election? Tell me how you feel about the election, because
On sub to X, right?
everyone's
I thought the odds
asking,
were good.
so-
Like, for what it is, right? For the actual odds of it, the odds were very good. Like the rates of it, right? Like, it being at 2.6 off the rip was very good odds. I mean, I feel like I'd be done for that, like not trying at least.
I know you did your game.
XQC made a $700,000 bet because of one message by Destiny.
Saying... Okay, I'm calling him.
Yeah.
Did you see XQC put 700K on it? Dude, that
Yeah,
guy
he
is
asked me
just-
yesterday. He's like, "Who do you think's gonna win?" I'm like, "I'm pretty sure it's Kama." He's like, "You really feel it?" I was like, "Yeah, I think so."
It's
And then he
okay. Dwell on it. Not dwell. Absorb it for a bit. Absorb it for a bit. Look. Is it his last term? Is this his last like if he was to like let's say he was able to successfully run this, would this technically be his last term? Like he's not allowed to run for like presidency any further, right? Like this would be the last one.
he sent me a picture of the bet. I'm like,
so funny. You should make him pay you a bit if you.
"Well, I'm not staking him, so."
You should make him though.
Yeah.
The only way for someone that makes as much as XQC to end up his life financially is by gambling. He can amass millions in years and then just lose it all in the.
Well, I guess that's when you start fighting back, right? Personally, I wouldn't agree with that. That's a sign, right? Would you agree to that? We were just talking about how Americans can just make change, and I don't think Americans would agree if he was to change that very constitution with the very ideals of like, you know, human freedoms and all that stuff. Like if he changes that, I wouldn't agree with it myself if I was an American. And I hope all of you wouldn't as well, you know, like take the power back is what I'm saying. You have the power. You have the power. In fact, he's taking up a role, a job to represent on behalf of youth. So you guys better start watching him and fucking call the bitch out on his fucking behavior when it's wrong and not be critical about it, honestly. Like, yeah, sure, add some humor on it by calling out his fucking awful tan. Yeah, call him fucking out. Like, bruh, there's so much better things to do than fucking, like, tanning your fucking awful old face. But yeah, like, he could do so much better, like, actually doing a lot of work, you know? So yeah, call him out. Call him out as a citizen of the United States who is expecting those fucking principles to be upheld by that person. And you know who I'm talking about, it's the president.
Span of a few months. It might not be today, but
you have the power, is what I'm saying. You're
happen when his streaming career is close to over. That's the worst part. What if his contract is done and started to start using his own money? XQC is clearly an addict as well. Don't underestimate gambling at the auction. And I also, for the love of God, hopefully XQC will hire a financial advisor. That millions of his money will pop out eventually like a bubble if he didn't make a wise decision. But that's his life. Just sharing my opinion. I used to gamba.
Dana White gives a shout out to Aiden Ross.
I want to thank some people real quick. I want to thank the Nelt Boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, Bustin' with the Boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan. No! And thank you, America. Thank you. Have a good night.
So basically, he has a lot of influence as well. I noticed Donald Trump is way more than a fucking businessman. He's a fucking, like, remember he had the show? That garnered viewership to this day. Like, people are probably still watching that. Like, children, in fact. Watching it either for, like, from their mother's fucking TV or whatever. A suggestion.
What is this country? Hey, yo! Whoa! We're done. We're done.
Yeah, he's really an amazing guy. But most of all, I want.
So is he moving or something?
We're done.
Their country is going to be run by Kick soon. Rather, the fact that Finger Dean Ross had an effect on a political campaign is actually hilarious. This MF has a big influence on the youth, and he's Fing's stupid LMAO. I guarantee a lot of the little Adin fans who couldn't even vote this election will be voting Republican next election. I don't like the mother effer, but he is probably the only successful Kick streamer. Sometimes you just luck out, I guess.
Asmin Gold's great take.
If Trump performed human sacrifices every week in front of the White House, but gas was $1 and bacon was free, Trump would be the president for life.
Are you kidding? Did you ask yourself where the fucking bacon came from? You fucking, oh my god, like, where the fuck do you think the fucking bacon comes from? It would come from the human, obviously. Bitch! Stupid. I'm sorry. I was just... I shouldn't say stupid. I'm sorry. You're not stupid. You're not stupid. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. You're not stupid. I'm just... Oh my god.
Nobody actually cares about any of these things.
Oh my god. You crazy. You crazy. But fuck, I hope people don't do those fucking sacrifices, yada yada. That's crazy. Like, at this age where like everyone has like a social media account, and this is the thing as well. I always like saying this, but please care for each other. Start caring for each other, cause yeah, we need that. You know, we need that. Like, if we don't care about what's going on around us and the people around us, we're gonna start, we're gonna start fucking turning into a dystopia. I'm telling you. Like, so yeah, care for your neighbors, just give a little care, a little tiny bit. You don't have to, obviously, I'm not saying fucking absorb the fucking like if they went through things, you absorb them, but yeah, this sucks, right? It sucks that this will happen, but I want you guys to like if you have the time, energy, and power, offer assistance to the organizations that that supports these people, minorities, women, children. I heard they're gonna start changing some abortion laws, I heard. But let's see if that's happened. It hasn't happened yet. Let's see if like it actually changes things. Because sometimes they say they do that, but just like I said, you have the power. You have the power. And you probably have the power to like do what he fucking did when he was a fucking sore loser during the fucking count. So yeah, sorry.
If
That's
Trump
the end of my
randomly
TED Talk.
decided to get a dartboard, throw a dart at a random country, and kill everybody in that country, but food here was free, Trump would be president for life.
Even when times are tough, Erup's chat is always there for him.
I like his kitchen. It's so clean.
Across from a cardboard cutout of Brit, you sad sack of shit.
Wow, his kitchen is so clean. This is ASMR for me. This is fucking satisfying. Look at how clean is that. Like, my mom-in-law loves buying shit. I hate it, honestly. I don't like it. I don't like that bit. She loves buying shit from Temu. And she fucking puts it on the fucking whatever. And I love the woman. I love her. I appreciate her so much. But oh my god. But yeah. That's why we're looking at moving out. Eventually, like I'm not sure when. I'm gonna miss her though, because she's one of the reasons why I don't want to move out yet. My mom-in-law, as well as the dogs. Because yeah, I love the dogs. And we wouldn't want to separate the two. You know, they're best friends.
You know your mom is calling Tyler later and asking him to check up on you. It will be alright, lil man.
Aww, thank you. It's from H&M. I bought it a few years ago.
Asmongold debates his chat on
Oh my
abortion.
god, it's this dude again.
Trump democratized abortion.
You know, fucking big guy was just saying I have a crush on this dude. Like, oh my god! And now he's appearing on my fucking screen. I mean, hell. But look, his stuff is much cleaner, so that's really good.
People don't like it, then shut up, move to the state and vote for it. I don't agree with that. I don't think it should be I don't think people's civil liberties should be democratized in a lot of cases. I think they should be insured on a federal level. Yep, that's my opinion. So, you know, people might not agree with that. People might think it should be on the states, but I think, like,
I don't
really,
think I said that. But
any big civil liberty
I think I did,
issue
though.
should be
Sorry.
uniform across the entire country. Things like slavery, discrimination, voting rights, abortion. I think this should be universal. And like, again, I get that Trump didn't ban abortion. I know he didn't ban abortion. Like, I think that's also not true. Like, it's just fundamentally not true. But he enabled other people to be able to do it if they choose to, which I don't think is a good thing.
Squeak spotted in the front row.
Attorney General.
John Radcliffe.
Oh my God, he's texting right now. He's on my stream right now. Holy. I can't believe you're front row.
Roommates with their political views reaction to the presidential election.
Okay.
Contrast. Look at the contrast between my two of my roommates. Look at this.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this right now. When slavery was a thing in the U.S., it was totally okay for white women to get abortions. You know who it wasn't okay to get abortions for? Black women. You want to know why? It's because those babies would be property. Those babies were property. They were future slaves. And then after slavery was abolished, the tide switched because people freaked the fuck out and were like, oh my God.
Now check my other roommate.
I'm gonna beat the out of my so hard that I put my eye out. And it's not gonna be the right eye, it's gonna be the left.
Yay. I had the fucking cum on my eye before. That didn't feel good. Like, that was like bleach on your fucking eye. I'm not gonna lie. It ain't fun. It ain't fun. Like, bitch. Okay. Now, okay, let's stop now. Let's stop with the whole politics, okay? Because I feel like I'm just gonna fucking, yeah, I'm gonna Debbie Downer you guys. So let's, oh fuck, if disappointing, another disappointing, but it's from Japan at least.
Hello,
it's
guys
from
and
Japan.
gals, me,
So
Mutahar, and
let's go around the world to the other side, okay? So let's Japan as well.
I know that there's some doom scrolling today, I'm pretty sure, but ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to
Let me
talk
hide
about
myself, 'cause I'm
something with
embarrassed.
video games. Now, as you all know, I'm a PlayStation guy. I play on PlayStation pretty much, whenever I touch a console.
The last PlayStation I played is a PlayStation 4. Yeah, honestly, yeah, don't dwell on too much. If anything, dwell on the things that should be important, like the people who actually matter in these things, like the people who are gonna benefit or not benefit from everything. Which is what I'm saying with each other. Like, start caring for each other and helping each other as well whenever you can. And there's studies that proves helping people actually does it's actually a beneficial thing to your brain. It actually introduces dopamine. So I'm trying to do that, honestly. I just know I was saying I'm going to Brisbane in the next few weeks, but yeah, I'm thinking about it, and I might talk to my friends and do something good for once, like actually talking to them and seeing what's going on, because those are, well, unfortunately it won't be on stream. But yeah, in a way that's me caring. And I'm trying my best to care. Even though I'm sick of it. I'm sick of myself for fucking not caring about myself. I'm gonna try to care about others. And yeah, in order for me to do that, you need to take care of yourself first. So sorry, I just went there again. Let me just play this.
I know that some people are Nintendo people, and all the power to you. And there's some people that play on Xbox. But for me, most of my gaming on a console is done through a PlayStation. Now, ever since the drop of the Steam Deck, which has been one of the greatest purchases I've ever made. I've actually become more of a PC gamer again now that I can play games on my Steam Deck on the go and then just like transfer the save file back and forth. But from time to time, occasionally a game will come out where I have to touch the PlayStation.
Yeah,
and sometimes those games.
My partner is saying he wants one of those thing, like I forget what is it called? That Steam Deck thing. Steam Deck. Is it called Steam? Oh no, not Steam Deck. What is it called? Steam. Oh, it is Steam Deck with a space. Fucking bitch. Okay, let me see. Yeah, cause it does look good. It does look neat. Oh, it's 649. Oh wow, so it's actually a competitor to the whole it is a good competitor to Nintendo because yeah, I find that Nintendo consoles are really cheap compared to Xbox and but yeah, except the OLED ones. I'm talking about the light ones, the lower end bits, the more mobile consoles. Sorry, let me
Games
just
can be
play
like
that.
Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the Demon Souls remake, Final Fantasy 15. There's not a lot of fucking games that are really exclusive for the PlayStation, okay? Usually if you find something on any of the consoles, it's pretty much also on PC. So realistically, that's kind of a good thing in my opinion. That means like, with no exclusives, anybody can play any game they want on any platform, and that's fine. But one of the things that I found so useless was this PlayStation 5 Pro console. Now, I think this is hands down one of the more underwhelming releases. Now, if you're looking at the price, that's not a typo. That's 959 Canadian dollars, okay? Now, of course, that's, I think, like 700 American, all right? But for Canada, when you want to buy this system, it's a grand minimum. Now, if you're looking carefully, you're like, "Whoa, Muda, there's no disk drive."
I think that's how much it costs as well. Like 1 terabyte for an Xbox, the new one. It's really crazy, honestly. Like I'd rather buy a computer at that point. And I guess the way they try to make money are the exclusives, right? Because yeah, I bet they wouldn't make any money if they wouldn't do that.
Available for it. Meaning that if you're somebody that collects physical media, like me, or takes advantage of serious sales on physical media, like me, then you're pretty much reliant on the PlayStation Store in order to operate. Now, yes, I know, you can buy actual, like, disk drives. The problem with that, ladies and gentlemen, is the disk drives are currently out of sale, and they've been out of sale for a little bit, okay? So you pretty much have to go to eBay and hope to God. Jim Bob's got a scalped copy over here. Like, yeah, drop $129 for this guy and also pay $42 in shipping. You want to ram it in my ass a little harder too? All right, you want to fuck me a little bit on that one? Jesus. But yeah, this is one of those things where obviously it's a pretty expensive console to be getting into. But I wanted to talk about it now that some of the reviews have been out. Now, obviously, if you've been following, the graphical enhancements on these games have started to come out. So around the release date for this, there's going to be like 50 plus something games that actually have PlayStation 5 Pro enhancements. So meaning that the developers have actually dug into the game and updated it with enhancements that take advantage of this actual system. So to remind the audience of what exactly the PlayStation 5 Pro has, it has something known as Spectral Super Resolution, which is like DLSS or like a hardware accelerated version of like upscaling. So you run the game at like 1440p, but it upscales it to 4K. And unless you're somebody that like has their eyeballs glued to the screen, which you probably do if you want to discern any graphical difference between these games, then
Okay, I want to see that. I want to see that now. Bro. Witness Plate Unleashed. My first thought about the PS5 was it's so big. Like even the 5 one is massive. I noticed. Like that's a massive console. But if someone is not really like, I guess it makes sense for someone who's, who doesn't want to use a computer, But I'd still say use a computer, honestly. Because you could do so much more with a computer. Technically, a PS5 is a computer, right? But then again, it's using... This is one thing I want to criticize them for, how they're very, like, you know, like, it's very expensive to buy their service. The whole service of, you know, playing online games with multiplayer features.
Yeah, you'll get better performance. You'll get a 4K image at, from a lower resolution. Now, of course, the further you go down, you've also got optimized console performance, so you can reach more higher and consistent frame rates, meaning that those 60 FPS modes just work better because of the sheer performance boosts of the actual GPU provided. And when it comes to advanced ray tracing, apparently the system does like 2 to 3 times better ray tracing than what we currently have. The current level of PlayStation ray tracing is so fucking minimal and bare bones that it might not even exist. There's literally only one game, to my knowledge, that actually makes a tangible difference in visual quality, and that would just be Spider-Man 2. Everything else literally uses the least amount of ray tracing, or maybe one feature that is genuinely tough to tell in normal gameplay. Add the cost of 30 frames. So instead of a 60 frame experience, you can have a slightly better looking experience at half the frame rate. Most people, statistically, will just pick the higher frame rate option because smoother gameplay is better than, sluggish gameplay. So this is what's like apparently different in this situation, boys, okay? Yeah, the CPU is effectively the same, except for maybe like a 10% boost at certain times, from what I understand. The GPU is a 16.7 teraflop custom AMD Radeon GPU and 2 gigs of additional memory. Now, I've seen some PC gamers go, wow, dude, my computer has 82.5 teraflops. And then you look up the GPU and it's like an RTX 4090, which, again, wow, look at the price tag on that motherfucker. $2,649. It's like the cheapest you can go, okay? So yeah, no shit, your actual graphics card that uses more power than the entire console you're comparing it to and costs over double the price is obviously going to be stronger, all right? Most people on PC games don't even have a 4090 to begin with, okay? So in that regard, all right, comparisons like this, I just wanted to call out as being incredibly brain dead. So anyways, to go back to the actual thing, I wanted to show you some comparison footage now that people have been reviewing it like Digital Foundry. And it's not exactly looking crazy. So one of the actual things released like a couple days ago by PlayStation was like the Spider-Man team showing the actual game. Now, I swear when I saw this video, I was trying to wonder, I'm like, wait a minute, what is this so fundamentally different in comparison to the game that I played literally several months ago on the actual PlayStation 5? And I'll be real, in motion, it doesn't actually look all that different, all right? And again, it's one of those things where if you have to like consistently point out what's different, then maybe it's just not that crazy of a change. So I decided to go onto the internet and look for some key screenshots, and one of them posted by somebody who apparently had like a build earlier shows that yes, this is the PlayStation 5 version of Spider-Man with ray tracing enabled. Now, this is the 30 FPS mode, and you can see the ray tracing means that when something isn't in view, you can see a reflection of it on actual reflective surfaces. Without ray tracing, this would just be like a cube map or like a generic image that we would laugh at. You wouldn't even be able to see this reflection of Spider-Man that's casting rays like this. So you can see the back of the head, and again, the back of the head. So something that isn't visible, isn't forced onto this reflection through like screen space methods. This is true ray tracing, and in theory, like in actuality, it looks genuinely fun to play. This is why I say Spider-Man 2 is a good example, because, ziplining through like Manhattan and the big glass like skyscrapers, that's where you can genuinely see a real visual difference. Now, comparing it to the PlayStation 5 Pro, this is an off camera screenshot because it's overly saturated. Somebody literally pointed the camera over to the actual screen and took a photo, and I don't know, maybe the actual system denied video sharing rights just because the game wasn't, I don't know, technically out. But anyways, you can see visually the ray tracing. It might be marginally better, but yeah, it's nothing like mind-blowingly different. Now, I'm going to assume this is running at 60 frames a second, which is the big thing, right? Obviously with a system like this, you want to be able to do some of these crazy graphical features at those high frame rates. So I started to look at other actual screenshots, and it kind of all mirrors the same. This is Alan Wake 2, running on the original PlayStation 5 apparently, and you can see that the reflections don't really look crazy. if you look at the actual PS5 Pro, you can see the reflections are properly ray traced. You can see actually things in the background, the front of Alan Wake's face, other characters. It's actually pretty interesting. Now, if this performance drops down during play, which apparently it seems to, then is it really worth the actual cost to your frame rate just for these reflections? So then you start to look at things like Hogwarts Legacy, and apparently this is the game running at 60 frames with no real issues, and then allegedly here's the game running with that ray tracing, so you see like the reflection on the ground and whatnot. Yeah, this is running at like half the frame rate, okay? And of course there's other things that are different too, like if you compare between the shots, you can see things like shadows being a little different. That might just be things like time of day, but yeah, there are some other actual improvements beyond just the ray tracing, at least visually speaking. So then this is where like the real issue comes out. So Digital Foundry, the mad lads here, uploaded a goddamn 80-minute feature-length review of this console. And this is where like the real, like, I guess you could say, disappointing part came out to me. Now, what they decided to look at was things like CPU-bound games, which were games that are typically open world, where the CPU is the limiting deciding factor, right? It doesn't matter how much GPU power your system has. If you can't use your, CPU to actually process the game logic at 60 ticks a second, then you're never going to reach those 60 frames per second. So they show Baldur's Gate 3, which typically this is during Act 3 when you actually get to Baldur's Gate.
The game that
You're looking at maybe like 2 frames on average higher than the actual basic PlayStation. And this is at the performance mode, by the way, too. So this is not something that I think is actually all that great. And the reason why it doesn't excite me going in further into it is because I don't actually think this is going to matter for really massive titles that people are probably ending up picking the system for, like Grand Theft Auto 6. So when you look at things like Elden Ring, it's even wilder too, because like with Elden Ring, the game is running at like PlayStation 5 quality mode over here. So this game doesn't have any patches. Just by the raw power of the system, they're getting all the way from 38 to 49. So in some cases, it doesn't even really hit that 60 frames per second, which I think is actually a shame. And now to give credit, Elden Ring is an incredibly unoptimized fucking garbage game in that regard. Seriously, if you fire it up on your PC right now, even with my system, like great CPU, top of the line GPU, I still actually have issues running that game and locking to like sometimes 60, maybe 120 frames per second. So yeah, this is not the perfect end-all be-all pro system. And I really feel like for the first time, at least me personally speaking, I have finally seen that graphics ceiling, right? Now, the Pro systems didn't just start at PlayStation 5. They did it with like PS4 Pro as well. And even then, it's like, look, unless you had like a 4K television, which people started to really get towards the time of its release, that's when I guess people started to notice, yes, things are slightly sharper. And by the time you got to the end with Cyberpunk 2077, it was probably the only last-gen system that would actually run the game at like 30 frames, as compared to like the base PlayStation 4, which might be one of the most embarrassing showcases of any system usage from any video game company out there. But now with the PlayStation 5 Pro, it's almost like they want to go for 8K, 120 FPS, which, if you ever talk to somebody, like, have you ever met anybody that actually has an 8K television? Dude, I don't know anybody at all, even
might as well get an
people
IMAX
in my entire circle that
Sorry.
have bought an 8K television, let alone with 120 frames per second. So I don't really know what Sony's trying to go for. And again, with every single screenshot and video clip that I've seen, I honestly have not ever seen anything that is worth purchasing the system for. Everything that everything that the system is showing is something that might be slightly sharper than whatever you're playing on PlayStation 5. Now, if this was a situation where, like, the CPU...
I honestly think like it's a whole cash grab. They're just trying to make money of it. Like the whole hype, because obviously everyone has a PlayStation now, because they think they'd be selling fucking PlayStation like everyone's gonna be buying a new PlayStation every year. Are you joking? Fuck off.
CPU got updated where, like, a lot of these games could actually go from 30 to 60 FPS. That would be genuinely awesome. Now, games like Grand Theft Auto 6 that I brought up, if you look at certain screenshots like this is going to be insane. And this is one of the reasons why, the PS5 Pro is a disappointment in this regard, because if you're going to expect a game like this to run at 60 FPS, it's just never going to happen. The amount of NPCs on the screen, like if you look at this corner, this homeless guy, is interacting with these three girls that are all sharing their logic together. If you're looking at the amount of traffic on the road itself, people crossing the traffic, interacting with other characters in the environment, this is stuff that honestly, I don't even think the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be touching at 30. Honestly, looking at this, I would actually be surprised if even the PlayStation 5 base touches 30 frames consistently on this. It actually looks that genuinely impressive. So aside from that, there's a couple other boons to this as well too, where if you look at actual people discovering their systems, they found that there are some features where they actually have a game boost for PlayStation 4 stuff. So immediately, the community that hungers for Bloodborne decided to actually run this feature. And mind you, this isn't a really experimental feature. Nobody even designed this for games to begin with yet. So they threw it into Bloodborne, and they found that sometimes, in certain cases, things can look sharper. So if you look at the sword real carefully,
It's just a tiny thing, though.
Textures look slightly sharper. Now, whether that's because the upscaler is just better in general, I don't think this is ever touching the actual game code logic or rendering pipeline in any way. So everything that I'm seeing over here doesn't necessarily shock or blow me away, but maybe it's nice. It's a nice boon to have. Unless these features start turning these games into 60 frame experiences as Bloodborne should have been, as it could have patched to be, even on the base PlayStation 5, if Sony gave a fuck, then yeah, this might be one interesting thing to go down. But ultimately speaking, I think one of the only disappointing things for me really watching this is the fact that this really is probably the weakest update to any system that I've seen in a while. And you know what? I give the PlayStation 4 the pass here because even back in the PS4's release, at the point that they were releasing the PS4 Pro, you're talking about a system that already had some pretty awesome releases under its belt. You got games like Bloodborne, you had literal actual jaw-dropping releases like Horizon Zero Dawn when it came out, before the remastering of today's day and age, as if that fucking game needed a remaster. You had, again, brilliant FPS games like Killzone Shadowfall that still look beautiful to this day. You had tons of actual game titles like Red Dead Redemption 2 that actually did take a benefit visually from coming out on the PlayStation 4 Pro after its obvious hardware release. But even with the PS5 right now, it really feels like the games that we've gotten, at least in this generation, don't really utilize the PlayStation 5 to its abilities. If you look at a lot of these cross-platform games, even Call of Duty Black Ops 6, dude, that game is still dropping on the base Xbox One and PlayStation 4. It really still feels like a lot of the games that come out, especially games like Yakuza Infinite Wealth, or, recently there was this ReFantazio Metaphor, I think, the game. Yeah, that alone also comes out on PS4. So it's a lot of these PS5 games, when you look at them also releasing on the 4, it's bro, we're literally still using a system that's a PS4 Pro at this point. And so realistically, the games that are even exclusive to the PlayStation 5, they look really good. All right, some of them use ray tracing pretty effectively. And then you look at the actual comparisons to the PS5 Pro, and it really is just nothing that is jaw-dropping in general. I think for the price you're looking at over here, it might be a decent buy. But even with them removing that disc tray, it really shows that Sony is consistently trying to push the digital-only verse that I am not a fan of. I don't think anybody should be a fan of. And I think if it's any time that you should ever consider purchasing a PC or maybe gaming on that platform instead, it's probably now. PC gaming is about as easy as it's ever been. And given the fact that the prices here are starting to etch towards a PC gaming system anyways, like a mid-range gaming computer that even if you spend a little bit more money on, you get way more usability out of. Okay, you can make content on it, you can do actual work on it, things like programming.
That's true. Actually, that's actually true. Yeah, see, you can do more with the computer.
You can do a million other things than just play video games or watch Netflix. So we're really
and you also pay $90 for the fucking online play. Wait, let me actually search that. Because I remember having to pay for that back then. PlayStation Network, something like that. Oh no. I think this is the wait. Yep, this is the one, PlayStation Plus. Crazy. I mean, if you this is me, okay? This is me. This is my opinion as a person who's very comfortable with computers. But yeah, unfortunately, that's the thing. I was just gonna say that last time, but especially for older people, like it's hard for them to use technology, especially very complicated stuff. So I think that's why Apple was also like, I think that's what Apple was really good for in terms of design. They were really good at designing things in a way that it's very easy for someone who's not really technically savvy to navigate, basically. That's my opinion. You disagree. And yeah, um, you'd hope, personally, you'd hope that's what the whole PlayStation thing is. But nah, it's actually the Switch. It's actually the Switch that's more that sort of feel like video game made easier or at ease. Um and yeah, I've noticed that when I started like using a Switch and all that stuff when it comes to mobile gaming.
To a point where like these systems are just not impressive, and honestly it's like the fact that they are so underutilized in my opinion from a gameplay perspective, where like the games that are dropping on it, even games like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, like bro, that you can't tell me that game is blowing anyone's minds away. It's something that looks like an expanded release that could have honestly dropped on the PlayStation 4 anyways. So yeah, even with like a lot of the games coming out, you're not looking at something innovative until and unless you wait for GTA 6 to drop like end of next year. But literally any of the games that are coming on now just feel like more enhanced releases that you would have found on the PlayStation 4 base Xbox Ones or Xbox One X's and just moved on from there. But yeah, the PlayStation 5 Pro's been a bit of a disappointment, and it's one thing that I honestly expected was going to be a disappointment. I think if you're somebody that literally only cares about like resolutions and visuals, yeah, this might be a marketable boost for you. I think the system's probably a decent buy if you've got serious money to burn and you don't currently have a PlayStation 5 already. If you have a PlayStation 5 right now, I honestly cannot fathom anybody thinking of upgrading the system when the games themselves, you know, none of them warrant needing the upgrade to begin with anyways. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to talk about it because yeah, you know, I like gaming, you know, I like good graphics, but $1,000 for a marginal upgrade? I don't know about that one, dog. Anyways, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it or dislike it. I am out.
Yeah, I'll never use a fucking console again. Probably I'll use. I'm thinking about using because yeah, one of my online friends are talking about some games on Nintendo, and I really wanna try playing Fuck, I sound like a late bloomer now, but I wanna try playing Animal Crossing. That's it. I wanna play Animal Crossing. That's like I feel like it's like Stardew Valley, but much more different, you know. Obviously. Let me see this one.
Today, this second, right now, you just clicked on this video. We're doing it right now, right? Don't click off. It's right now. It's happening right now. We're playing Is It Satire? And we got a custom-made graphic. Pull
Maybe
that
I
up.
should click away.
It Satire. Thanks, Kiwi, for the graphic. Appreciate it. This is a game I've come up with where I will show chat a bunch of videos of stuff that rides a line between satirical or real. Nowadays, it's really hard to even know if something you see, usually on Instagram Reels, is real, get it, or satire. So I made a game where I have done the investigation work. Me, not Kiwi, me. Now, Kiwi did some. Kiwi and chat did some for sure. We've had some people do investigation work to figure out if it's real or satire. I will show one video to you, chatters, and I will poll you on if it's real or satire. I'll show one from the account. I show you video, you vote if it's satire or real. Majority holds. I show you another one. If you want to flip your vote, you need 80%. If you get it right and I get it wrong, you get a point, and I chug a beer. Perhaps shotgun. That's me, dude. I'm a happy dad. I love YouTube, dude. It's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday at 9:23 p.m. No one else can get belligerently drunk. Just this guy. Well, I guess unemployed people too. First one.
I just got done putting life on every single planet in the universe. They're going to be able to breathe soon, so they'll have somewhere to stay. I'm thinking about making a mega planet. Shall I do it or should I not? Make a mega planet with Earth. should I make a mega planet? If you're down for a mega planet, let me know. First, I'm going to rehearse it with the leaders of this country. I'm going to talk to the leaders and ask them if they're fine with the mega planet. And if they want to make more money, we should make a mega planet.
I like that. Yeah, he should. I kind of love the idea of having that ability and being like, should I do it? I don't know. Should I do it? Should I unleash the mega planet? Should I just fuck around and make a mega planet? I can talk to the leaders. I can make it happen. I can make it happen. As always, I know people are going to get fucking mad at me. Not saying this one, but for ones going forward too, on like what satire is. Are they self-aware? Does this person have consciousness? All right, 63.8%, 64% real. All right, finish that one. That was number one. All right, and I'll show you the second one. To reverse it, you're locked in on it being real currently. To reverse it back to satire, you'd have to get 80% on this.
What's up, you guys? This is Darren J. Morris. I still need those addressed. Everybody inbox me. We still need those addressed to send Jesus to your crib. Yeah, we need those addressed because they're talking to me now on the wing key. We stress. Thank y'all for being patient. Y'all gotta catch me. Hurry up before the game comes on at 3:30. I'm gonna be watching it and then I'm gonna be basically busy and I'm not gonna answer the phone. Because I'm going to be watching football.
So when he does it, you know, he makes it into my game show. But when I do it, everyone makes a big fuss. Yeah, I love the idea, too, that he's going to send Jesus to your crib. I think
He's doing white face. That's racist. Sorry, I'm kidding.
telepathically. But there's a football game on soon, so got to get that done fast. We're going real 61%. I got sound effects for a little announcement on whether it's satire or real. Here it comes.
It's real. It's real. It's real. Definitely real.
And that shit is real. That shit is real. Absolutely. Okay. Oh God, it's real. More custom, new graphics from Kiwi. Great. Yeah, no, but it's real in a good way. He's a silly guy. he's a silly, fun guy. He's not, I mean, I don't know. He definitely has.
I can't wait for the Mega Planet.
Off the loose, off the little bolt that's a little loose there. But he seems silly and fun. I don't know. I like him. He closely rides a line because it's really funny to be like, I can create a mega planet, but should I? Shit, should I? I don't know. I might do it. I might fuck around and make a mega planet if I'm feeling up to it. But football's on at 3, so. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, quick as fuck, and cheers to a good game, to a healthy sportsman-like game of Visit Satire for the rest of the night. Here we go, baby. Great start.
You better not kiss anyone after drinking that shit, because I had my experience with fucking kissing someone who drank fucking beer, and it's fucking disgusting. So yeah, lesson. Boys and girls, bring a gum. Get a gum before you do something, or use a chaser as well. As do a swish. That's not wrong, you know. And then chew the good gum, you know, before before kissing someone. Cause yeah, especially at the first date, you wouldn't want. You're not close yet.
Beautiful. Last time it was icky. It was so gross, guys. That last stream was disgusting. I was getting it everywhere. 1-0. We don't have graphics for that, but that'll be added in post. You know how that goes. POV, I'm the friend you can't take anywhere. I hate it. Make it stop. I hate it. Don't like it. Don't like it. Not my favorite. Don't love it.
I know. Happy
I'm not comfortable watching this shit.
I'm just gonna add Is It Satire poll on the screen. I think you get the gist. I think you get the gist.
This is just how I eat it.
And she's British. Is that satire? It's almost too much where, like, even if this lady was satire, if she is satire, I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
she's
tell you guys.
satire.
It's so done now that the satire might just be cringe again. The satire just might be cringe again, even just doing the satire. That's pretty meta, huh? All right, you
That
guys
was
went
way too
85% resounding for satire. This one is an ad she did. Popular Girls, but her.
It's an AI roleplay app. Ugh, there's so many options. Okay, yeah, I think I like this one. Hello? Register through my code and receive a $4 coupon.
Now again, satire or not, can you believe someone paid for that shit? Some company spent money on that? Ugh, I hate it. All right. Are you flipping? Are you flipping on that? All right, we're going 84% satire again. All right, fair enough. To let you know if it's satire or real, this is a video of a very loud microwave about to explode. All right, here we go. One satire. Yep, you got it. All right, this game is going pretty fast, too. Shit. All right, yeah, you got it. Good job, guys. They don't shotgun like these nowadays. The real men. There's only boys in college now shotgunning. There's no real men shotgunning like this nowadays, you know? Men used to go to wars and shotgun like this. Oh, beautiful. That still made a little mess, but... All right, cool. Cool. It's everywhere. No, it's everywhere on my shirt. This one's I'm gonna hit you with this one. All right, here we go.
Love Jesus, you're gonna love this. There was this animator who was just playing around one day and he made an animation of a little minion who died on the cross. He even put a crown of thorns on his little minion head and he has the nails that pierce his hands. But listen, a minion didn't die for you. A minion didn't pay the price for you and me to have eternal life. But Jesus did. He's the one that gave up his life for us. And why did he do that? Simply because he loves you, simply because he wants relationship with you. And if you're ready to receive Jesus, say this out loud. Jesus, I receive you into my heart.
I receive you
Thank
into
you,
my heart.
Jesus, for
Thank you,
saving
Jesus,
me today.
for saving me today.
And if you just said that prayer, comment below. I am saved and subscribe now.
I mean, cool, right?
I am saved and subscribed now.
Little holy prayer with a minion AI minion behind her.
Yeah, that
I like
has
it.
to be
We're
real.
90% real.
That's giving me Jehovah vibes. I'm sorry, no offense if you're like, but yeah, it's giving me the Jehovah vibes and the fucking AI shit on fucking Facebook. Okay, sorry, I should shut up.
Little holy prayer with a minion AI minion behind her. I like it. We're 90% real. Kind of surprised me, honestly, because I'm still torn, to be honest. And this isn't me trying to make you flip your answer. Of course not. I would never. Even for a Jesus freak, you think that she would put a minion up behind her as a way to start talking about Jesus? Is that really what you think she did? All right, but you know, whatever. That's one. All right, 88%. You guys are very certain it's real. All right, sure. All right, sure. But let's show you another one from her account and see if you flip.
Right above me is a picture of a minion washing another minion's
Oh
feet.
my
But we
God,
both know a
my
minion never
Lord
did that.
Jesus
But let me tell you who did.
Christ.
Jesus, he came down to the earth. He humbled himself, all for the purpose of redeeming you, of paying the price for your sins, to save you, and ultimately to have a relationship with you. And so if you want to receive the peace, the joy, and the love that
Now what
can
do you
only
think?
be found in Jesus, comment below, Jesus, I receive you into my heart, and subscribe now.
All right, now what do you think?
I receive you in my heart and
93%
subscribe
real?
now.
What the fuck? You're more confident now? You're more confident now. I would be less confident, personally. We're
It's
not
real.
stupid. I don't know. Are you so bad at the game you made? I thought that was a good one. And I thought the second one might get you. I was like, oh, you know, one minion to talk about God and Jesus video, nah, it might be real. If I show you two, I thought for sure you'd flip. Like, there's no way. What if I showed you three? Because she's got more. Yeah, she's just a super Christian lady who wants to spread her teachings, yada yada. There's really nothing here that says anything other than her just being real. And I was an atheist before I saw this, to be honest. Yeah, didn't believe in God at all. And I saw that shit, and once I could relate to the minion AI imagery, I was locked in. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you better love Jesus, girls and boys. love. Jesus. Oh shit, I'm fucking exposing myself. Oh fuck, I almost exposed myself. Fuck. I'm kind of worried now. Did I expose myself? Can someone... Fuck. I'm kind of worried now. Let me see from the bots. Maybe I should end my stream if I expose myself.
Do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I can see it. Oh, all right. Okay, good work, guys. 3-0, which means I can't take a single L for these next 3 to
gonna hide
possibly
now.
win this game. After so many losses, I'm starting to think that maybe change the game and like do something else. No, it's okay. No, I have confidence. No, I have confidence because the next one is gonna fuck you up. I swear to God. The next one, you got no fucking idea. Buddha reached enlightenment at age 35. When I was 19. Okay. Big claim to stunt on the boot.
I think she smoked the ganja and fucking thought she was the fucking goddess of I don't know. I mean, look, girl, you can feel like a goddess every now and then, but come on, sis. Come on.
But Buddha like that. The Buddha. To stunt on the Buddha like that. 35 is pretty old. That's pretty actually pathetic of the Buddha. 35 for enlightenment. Yeah, that's weak shit actually. All right. Going 80% real, 20% satirical. What if this just is the Buddha reincarnated? You know, that's a thing. They reincarnate, and then and when he reincarnated, he reached enlightenment sooner in this body. All right, 80-20, fair, good enough. It's just this. Oh, that's the entire one. It just says, I went to hell and saw my grandma, and it's just a little cat guy waving at you. Okay, that is the entire reel. Not a lot to go off there, but is that real or satire? I'll keep the poll up. You can switch if you want, or not. I might be the only one who has said namaste to a bug in 100 years. No, I call bullshit, actually. I don't think you are. Also, new rule I'm making up right now. Forget what I said about 80%. Just the majority rule can switch it. Actually, just the majority rule can switch it. Would you believe me if I said that? Also, I'm going to end the poll right now after I just said that.
Oh yeah, it's fucking real. No
Oh, you
way.
fucking idiots. That was real. I mean, sorry, wait. I didn't do the... Hold on. I got drunk so fast.
He drank like Dream. So dumb. What a dumb.
Real, you idiots. And we're totally gonna go back and talk about the intro and say that it does not need to be 80%, because what the fuck was I thinking? 80% to switch it? That just screws me. Majority switches it. What was I on? What was I talking about? I must have been drunk.
If you replaced all your games and bad habits with sunlight and adventure, what if you replaced all your junk food, your comfort food, with honey
fuck
and fruit?
off.
And what if you replaced your obsessions
Will this dude shut the fuck up?
with positive obsessions? If you're addicted to your phone, start using online business to make money from your addiction. If you're addicted to watching videos on YouTube, or if you're
Next thing you know, he's gonna talk about gambling. Gamble that money!
stuck playing some war games or gambling, buy some cryptocurrencies, start farming some stupid airdrops, and use your addiction, use your obsession for something which makes you stronger, makes you more free from this stupid thing.
Oh my god, the comment is saying it reminds me of Jeremy Fragrance and a horse. Oh my god, that is so funny.
Some productive
This is
things
real.
instead.
I think
Kind of
this
talks
is
like
real.
Jeremy Fragrance. I don't know where that's from.
Real
I don't know where he's
delusional.
from. This is obviously some alpha kind of primal advice guy here, but are we doing it satirically or not? I mean, he literally said to replace your war games by by raiding airdrops. I guess just airdrops around you locally would be good. And don't gamble, but invest in cryptocurrency, which is definitely different. You're addicted to your phone. Start using online business. There's millions of dollars waiting for you on online business, you fool. All right, we're on 93%
Yeah, on
real.
OnlyFans.
That's it. It says your heroic hair is an extension of your nervous system. It's all in a dream. It's all in a dream. Facts. it's just not. That's just not what that is. But you know, I kind of like how he just uses proof as salt in a dream. That's kind of badass. All right, you flip it or not? I believe him. What does that mean? It's clear. It's your hair. Is it your heroic hair? Is it read the words? It's obvious what it means. It's right. Read the words. I kind of want to start referencing my dreams as sources for things just based off this. I kind of like that. And you're going real on that.
Oh my god.
I didn't mean to click on this one.
God.
Click on this one. Nah, it's real. Good job, guys. Good job. All right, Kiwi, you gotta take the L on that one. That was a Kiwi one, not the sound effect. That was a Kiwi submission. So we thinking the Minion Girl Jesus Freak was a little bit better than that one? Because, all right, that was Kiwi. All right. We're having fun. We're just a couple of boys being boys out here, aren't we? It is 4-1. You guys won. It's over. All right, now it's just extra.
So this is a friend. That is awesome shot at basketball. Yeah.
Oh.
Awesome shot.
Oh yeah, that's real.
That was not over. Woo! Okay, now it's over. All right, what do we think? I told you earlier, right? Sometimes we're riding the line between are they autistic or is it satire, right? Sometimes it happens, okay? Sketch made a career off of it, all right? Why can't my game show have some of it, all right? You know? All right, well, we're going 62% real. This one's close. All right, we are at 62% real, 38% satire. All right, lock you in on real. All right, fair enough.
Things to say. When do you make a basket in basketball? Number 3.
Number 3.
Oi, oi, Baka.
Fuck. My with the fucking fuck you. Oh my god. What's with the fucking baka? Oh my gosh.
A nonchalant basketball player. Oi, oi, Baka.
Oh no, wait, I hope this is satire. This is satire. This has to be satire. Fuck this. This has to be satire. No way.
Oi, oi.
Oh my god, why do you have to keep repeating it? Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
Basketball player.
Please stop.
Number
Please
2.
stop. Oh. Oh.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
That's a cool thing to say.
Okay,
I like
that's
that.
not bad. Yeah, not bad.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Yep, all right, second time's even better.
Oh my god, that's how he's gonna do it again. Oh my
Yes,
god.
No, I
Stop
don't like
it.
it anymore. Actually, I changed my mind on that one.
Yes.
Stop
I'm
it,
gonna put
please.
up the
Stop
poll
it.
now. This one's long
I
as
should
fuck.
stop it. Fuck this shit.
Awesome sauce, Sigma, baby.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, all right, so we changing or no? All right, we're at this is
No
close.
fucking
This is
way I'm
close
gonna
one.
butcher
All right,
that
see,
shit.
Kiwi, I think I do a good job.
That
I
was
ride
too-
line
that
better
was
than
too
you.
hard to
That was
watch.
a long one. I do love that he repeats it 3 times. You guys
Nah, I
really
hope
going
that's
real on
satire.
this?
I'm gonna say
You
one.
guys really going real on this?
I'm gonna say
If
one.
this is satire, I'm offended. Ooh, ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh, that one's satire. That's satire.
Hallelujah.
It's satire.
Hallelujah.
That's what I'm playing to do, but that is satire. I'm also
I was
4
scared
beers
for a
deep, so
second.
give me,
I was scared.
give me some.
I thought
Give me a
this is
second to
what
try to explain it.
humans
But
are
it is,
getting
it is
into?
satirical. A few
Are you
things.
serious?
That is how he talks, and I think he might be autistic. I won't read into it. I don't know. It is how he speaks, though, in terms of, like, you know, he has a lisp, whatever. But he's definitely doing satire. When he's saying, oi, oi, baka, baka, and he says it 3 times, he's doing a joke, obviously. Cool, got you guys. All right, my stuff's better than Kiwi's. All right, cool. This is an oldie but a goodie.
I love my waifu Sayaka Maizono. We've gone everywhere, to a zoo, in a limo, multiple times to the mall, movie theater, ocean, pool, restaurants, and all of the above. And I may be her most dedicated fan, as it's a deep rabbit hole, as alongside that, I also have an RC car so she can move around with me if I want. All my consoles are covered with her, alongside all my game covers, which I replace. I follow over 200 Maizono accounts, which is currently half the people I follow on Twitter. I have over $500 in commissioned artwork, some of us together. I also have medieval chainmail with all the push button pins that I've collected of her, which goes together with a sword and shield, which is entirely made out of her. But most importantly, I've turned my house into a church for Maizono, and this is what the outside of my house looks like.
I need I need some water to watch this bullshit. Oh, actually, you can watch it, because I don't
advertising the church in the front of my driveway. I also have multiple billboards outside also advertising it for people driving by. My house is a legitimate place of worship, though, as when you walk in, you'll see a choir of Sayakas, alongside an 18-foot-tall mural. Then if you go upstairs, you can see the truly special part, which is the walls and rooms of Sayaka Maizono, as seen here, and have gone as far as putting pages on the ceiling. Then when you come upstairs, you'll see that the floor is completely covered with pages, and extends all the way to this mini hallway. But the truly special part is this room right here, which is the most decorated part inside of the house. Nothing is covered, and is the pinnacle of the Holy Land. Generally, for the rest of the rooms upstairs, they're all very similar, including my room and the 2 separate bathrooms I have upstairs. If you were wondering how I did this, they were all printed with my 10 photo printers, which are also Sayaka Maizono. Now, of course, being concerned about robbers is a problem, which is why I also have custom Maizono boomsticks, which include a revolver, a rifle, an army knife, blessed ammo, which I all keep for myself, but also have an entire Sayaka Maizono militia, which I call the Waifu Warriors in order to guard my house, and also the giant monuments that I've built, which include a 25-foot tall cutout of her, 10 20-foot tall cutouts of her, 2 30-foot tall cutouts of her, and 1 cutout the size of half a tennis court.
I mean, satire or not, bro is rich. Bro has a little too.
That's way too much for it to become. Nah, that's real. I'd say that's real. Fuck, no. Because, yeah, I heard of some guy marrying a pillow, so I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I don't know about you guys. You're welcome to say your suggestions, by the way. But yeah, I do feel like this is real. This has to be fucking real.
Too much money and way too much time. Honestly, it makes me feel like I don't work hard enough. If someone could put that much work into that, holy.
Yeah, he should start an OnlyFans.
Fuck.
If he wants to get there, he should start an OnlyFans, and all of it should be just him chugging beer. Would that be illegal? I don't think so. Anyway, I think I do agree that it's real, like the voters said.
Okay,
real.
34% satire. You know, I was with him at first, and once he started showing the room covered all the way around with the pictures, you might be a little too past satire, buddy. Whew. All right, so 66% real, 33.9% satire. All right, let's show you the second one. Yeah, it's still loud. I turned it down.
Oh my god.
Just a lot of Charlie.
Wow, this is way too crazy. This is scary as fuck. This is scary as fuck. Fucking hell.
I wonder if Charlie's ever seen this. I mean, even satire. If I had somebody make this many cutouts of me and this big of a cutout of me, I might call every government service I could that could track this person down and get rid of them for me, because that's a lot. All right, yeah, this just is Kiwi's account. Actually, this is the big surprise at the end, guys. I just wanted to show you Kiwi's account. Is Kiwi satire or not? All right, so we're going satire 54%.
Nah, it's real. Fuck
so we're
that.
switching
That
and forget my 80% rule. That's bullshit.
That's
now.
real.
That
He's
sticks.
probably jerking off to those pics or something. Definitely fucking real.
That one's real.
Fuck yes.
That is
Fuck
real.
yes. Fuck yes.
Yeah, real. This one rides the line though. Obviously, this person just makes cutouts. Like that's their big thing. They make cutouts, and they are leaning into it for sure. Don't get me wrong. So this one's actually pretty hard to tell. Fuck. This is I'm breaking the rules here. It's real because the guy's doing it. Are we breaking our own rules here? Are we breaking our rules here? He's definitely getting into it, but he does it. He does it for real, and he actually does it this much as practice. So he's practicing while also trying to get some social media following. It's both. And we're going to show his video explaining it because I think it's pretty dope, actually. But it is real. I mean, everything's real. Like, there's not like he's, you know, he's not even like nerdily like talking over it to try to like amp it up. Also, super weird lore here.
No need for voiceover. He just had to show it off. Like, the bitch is probably not talking because he be jerking off too much. He needs that energy for his right or left hand.
Weirdest lore ever. All right.
I'm sorry, I'm
this guy's
kidding.
rich as
Obviously,
fuck.
I'm
You
kidding.
can see he's a giant fucking house.
Please.
Who has this much time? All these cutouts. His dad is the creator of the musical and movie Grease, which is so funny. I find that hilarious. Jim Jacobs writes Grease. And then Domino's going to this guy just fucking animating up his room. He is a Nepo baby, but he's a Nepo weeb, which is dope. As always, with our real or satire competitions, I like to end off on a nice note because I do think that when we do this game, we're talking about real or satire. If you are real and you're right in line of being satire, it means you're cringe. Being cringe is okay. I think it's fine. I just think it's funny when you ride the line. But being cringe is cool, and I like people that live in it.
Many people are confused with the giant paper art I make, with one question surfacing the most, that being why, or why are you doing this? And therefore, I'm going to explain why I make these massive cutouts alongside Anime Girl, Insane Asylums, and anything else I make. This video is going to be the most candid video I've ever made.
Insane shit, though. I take back. No, I don't take back. No, I don't take it back. I like what he goes with this, but this is still insane. I mean, come on.
I personally like the field of craft I'm in, especially since it's so surreal, since, like, rather than looking at something like a drawing or a painting, or even playing a video game and seeing the world it portrays through a screen, with some of the things that I make, it's almost like you're instead in that world and someone grabbed you through the screen and pulled you in, and that part I really enjoy.
But those are giant fucking cuts of fucking... No way, that doesn't make any sense. Like, those are fucking giant shit. Like... It's okay if it's like the environment, but no way he's jerking off to those. I swear to God, he's jerking off to those. I gotta like assume that. Like fuck, no way. He has to be jerking off.
Enjoy about what I make. Like, some of the rooms that I've made look straight up like
or
you're
at
in a
least
game
praying
walking
on
through
them,
a map with a modded texture, or it feels like I'm looking at a real life next spot. So overall, like, the feeling of surreality I get from what I make is all very cool.
Oh my God. Can you imagine being on that court, dude? I feel so weird. I would feel like I'm in a video game. That is very strange to look at.
For the type of people you see more often, I'm the type who likes being open and dislikes small talk when it's not really needed, so it helps in being yourself. So in summary, I like making what I make just
because... Can you make one of me? See, that's why I can't make fun of him. Can you make one of me? Because this is Hungry Box. He's not that crazy big, you know? The Melee guy is Reggie, you know? Come on, man. Get me in there. If I kind of want to cut out now. Put me next to Charlie. I kind of want it.
What? I can't be anyone else other than me.
Mira na
and enjoy what I make because it's cool and have long-term goals.
Ugh. You're making me want to translate shit again. Pass. Oh. What? This is beautiful? This is beautiful? This is beautiful. You think the fucking shit is... Are you this dude? Do you fucking print girls? Kawaii. Those sort of girls? Do you watch those sort of girls? Seb?
Goals to make even cooler things in the future via making stuff currently to be able to fund my future ideas, but that's pretty much it. Goodbye then.
Anyways, I think as always, as last time at least, I like ending off on that note because when we do real or satire, we ride the line between satire and real. People that are real and do cringy shit, I still love that shit. I think it's dope.
Yep.
It's hard to put yourself out there. I respect people that
You
do
are
it.
such a weeaboo.
Even if
such
it comes
a
off as
weeaboo.
cringe, own that shit. Love
Such
it.
a
Tug and W's
weeaboo.
for Kiwi for helping out for free, which is dope. You know, Kiwi does deserve his stripes for this one. I feel like I gotta pee so bad that as I chug this, the piss is gonna come out at the same time.
Yeah, he has to pee on the camera.
One more. Don't piss yourself on stream. Well, where else am I gonna piss myself if not on stream? Huh. Nice.
He looks like Annabelle. He looks very familiar with another YouTuber that I'm watching, which is Annabelle Forchino, yada yada yada. Ooh, cat videos. Oh, cat
These are the best cat videos from the past 10 years.
I want cat videos.
Только мне лезть. Не надо.
Boy. You can't even. What are you hitting him with? You have no other arm.
What did you just say?
Cats being cats.
This cat is not being harmed in any way, and
What
truly.
the hell? What an evil cat! I would be like, bad. Spray. Bad cat. That's what I would say.
He
Like,
enjoys
that's
doing this
crazy.
trick.
It's a little flip.
Part 2, double mom hug. Fatty meters.
Oh, it's cold.
Aww.
These people use their cat to catch a bug.
Yes, girl.
Oh my god, look at that paw. It would be really nice. It would be really nice to have a cat and a dog. Well, maybe 2 dogs. 2 dogs and 2 cats. Is that weird? 2 dogs and 2 cats. Maybe a couple of chickens. And a goat. And 2 horses, probably. Is that too weird? That's not weird, right? Maybe 2 cows, actually. Just so that I could, like, make some cheese out of it as well. Is that weird? That's not weird, right?
Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. It's so cute. That is so cute. Oh, look, she made a hole in there. She made a hidey hole in there. Like, usually it's the rats who would like fucking invade those sort of shit, but this one, it's the cat. So their cats are really useful when it comes to catching rats, unless if they're fat, I guess. So maybe I shouldn't feed them too much. Sorry, I had to burp.
Oh. Just hi, how you doing?
Babe, are you hungry?
She said,
Say yeah.
that is so cute.
She came home after petting a cat that her cat absolutely hates. This is Aries, who is a cat that was born with hyperextended rear legs. He isn't in any pain and is pretty much a normal cat in every other way.
She looks like a spider.
Are you gonna pray or someone else is gonna?
She looks like a spider. She would wear it would be nice if she wore like fake legs, you know, for Halloween.
Pray.
This, you can do it. You can do it, Snowball. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
This cat seems to have adopted this monkey.
Wow, that is so cool.
I can't find my screwdrivers anywhere. Like, where did they go?
This poor cat had an existential crisis.
Why are you doing this?
Oh, she had a moment there. Oh, she's turning evil. She's turning evil.
He was trying to force his cat to love him.
Over here. It's not that serious.
Have one. You can have one bite. It's pistachio ice cream.
This
Cute. Oh wow, that is so cute. I want to see that again. That's my favorite. I think that's my favorite so far.
You can have one bite. It's pistachio ice cream.
this chunky monster
Having a brain freeze.
of a boy. He's not overeating. I know that. Look at.
The streamer's cat really loves him.
I don't know.
That is so cute.
He just flung cat litter out of the box.
You
He's
win.
probably gonna do it again.
Win what?
Oh my god.
El cielo se cae, hijo chicken little.
Who would you save in a burning building, me or Ken?
Oh my god, I know that shoe smell. I know that smell of shoe. Like, oh fuck, that's how I would react as well, probably.
You?
For some reason,
Do you
a
have
bat
any pet
latched onto the
severs?
collar of this cat.
Ooh, look at that's cool. Oh fuck, that's cool. Fuck, that scared me. Fuck. Oh, is she? Yeah, our dog's getting old, but not as old as 18 though. So wow, that's a really long time. She's well taken care of if she got to live about 18. Oh! She is.
This poor cat was halfway to heaven.
Nella.
Oh my god, what is this cat doing?
Stop. Jesus Christ.
Oh, sucks. Yeah, our dog is fat, you know. We have two fat dogs, so I'm really trying my best to like really reduce like their stuff, like intake. But I think we need to go back to the vet because yeah, she has she has arthritis as well, and yeah, that's making it hard for her to walk. And her other leg is like, yeah, she used to be. I think she got hit when she was a baby before we got her, or they got her. Sorry, my family here, and yeah, basically that caused some issues on her one of her hip on her hip basically. And yeah, I know. I know. That's why, yeah, I was planning, we were planning to take them to walks every day. But yeah, we realized that, oh, they're actually, they might get too exhausted thinking about it now. Because yeah, we did try. Um, and yeah, but yeah, fortunately we have a lot of like space here where she runs around. Sorry, I'm just checking something really quick on my phone. She has a really she has a lot of shit to, yeah, and they're playing with the other one. So.
You want to eat? No, it's not time. You just ate.
Deserves dessert. Where's dessert?
They wanted to introduce their new kitten to their older cat.
Stop. Shut up.
This cat was in trouble and yelled for backup from her big brother.
He's gonna like it.
Is he okay? I hope he's doing okay. Oh my god! What the fuck is that?
What do you think is wrong with this cat?
Stop it. Stop. What are you doing?
Do you like your new tie? It makes you look very handsome.
This cat was really upset that they woke up from their nap.
That's a cute cat.
What happened?
Oh,
Did you wake yourself up? No, you are so very grumpy.
Careful, please. Really careful. Not yet. Roger.
Too excited, that dog. Too excited. Sorry, my hair is like, I need to drop my fucking hair. I'm sorry. I need to let my hair down. Oh, that's so cute. That's so high. Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
A cat got too close to a candle and its tail caught on fire. The outer layer of fur was protecting the cat, which is why the cat didn't freak out.
Oh. Wow. Whoa. That's cool.
have never seen a cat run in cursive before.
Unfortunately, Oliver, as you know, your sales have not increased. For this month. So, unfortunately, we have decided that we will need to be letting you go.
This behavior is not professional, and I will be calling security. Security!
I found a cat that loves sucking on this person's ear.
Aww. That is so weird though, but they're cats. Oh wow, she has a really nice coat. Look at that. Looks like a... Oh, is that 2 cats? Oh! He's dreaming. Or he's dreaming, I don't know.
This cat got a little nervous and protective when the baby put their hands over the balcony.
Mm. What a nice, good cat. Thank you, cat.
Attempt to make this shoe launch off the desk on its own. You ready?
Hairless cats often need
Smart cat, that was a smart cat. That's what I would definitely do.
lotion in order to protect their skin.
Oh. That's a massage.
Do your stretches,
Sorry.
Oh my god. Pesto chicken pasta?
That cat scared me. Oh yeah, the
This guy
hairless ones.
tossing his
Yeah,
cat.
they would be like you wouldn't need you wouldn't need any like no fur.
To go catch
Like
a rat.
no fur around your house, cause yeah, we have like oh my god, they're everywhere. We have spaces that we don't let them into, but yeah, like their fur got in with how much fur they fucking shed. But yeah, we try to shed them every few days or so. Oh! You'd expect that to fucking go the other way around.
This person
That is so cute. 2 cats and 1 dog. That's so cute.
has a cat that walks on the same path every day.
Sorry, I had to cough. I bet she's gonna use that for. I was gonna say she's gonna use that for a home or room or something, like a space. But,
This person wanted her dogs to come back inside, but they weren't really listening. The cat saw that they weren't listening and wanted to help out.
yeah, I think I've seen this before. Oh, that's a herd. That's a herd cat. Or herd. Wait, what do you call that? We have like border collie, like what they a sheepdog, something. I'm not sure, but yeah, very good cat. That is so sweet.
Why are you
so sweet? You don't know why?
What do you think he's going to jail for?
Free the cat! Was hat sie getan? Free the cat! Was hat sie getan?
Free the cat!
This guy was kind enough to save a kitten found on the side of the road.
Oh no, it's a whole. Oh my gosh! I can't take you all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's more. We got a kitten problem.
Where's mommy though?
This cat was confused when she heard her owner's voice come from a security camera.
What the heck?
Oh, that is so cute. Oh, of course this cat.
If you take a wet tooth...
I wanna see that again. I wanna see that again. Oh. Look at that. Oh. Oh. Fuck. It's happening again.
If you take a wet toothbrush and pet a cat with it, it supposedly reminds them of getting cleaned by their mother.
That is actually a good idea, using a brush. Because yeah, we use something when we brush we brush the fur of our dogs as well. It's like some sort of like fur blah blah blah. It's like one of those TV products but for pets. And yeah, it lets the hair out and then you can just like, and then yeah, the fur comes out on its own.
Hunter, are you hungry?
Me all the time.
This cat grabs food from the automatic feeder as if someone will try and steal it.
Yeah, she was, oh, she probably got used to like, at the same time, yeah, she probably got used to like having her food taken, because why is she doing that?
This cat was caught doing sit-ups underneath a car.
Wow, I
had
should
never
start
seen a
doing
cat
that.
Drink via Bluetooth before. Imagine losing a game of ring toss to a cat.
Go, go, let go.
Spider cat, spider cat, it's spider cat.
I think he can sense that the brain cell is nearby, so he's trying to stay extra still so that he can finally intercept it.
See if Bruce likes
Oh wow.
Want somebody?
The mom, I know how the mom felt there. I have a feeling she just finished wiping that off and she's like, oh, the stain! The shit I just cleaned! Cause I know that feeling, you know, when the dog is like... I'm kidding though.
This cat has trouble understanding how the screen works.
Aww, they look like stray cats too. She a gymnast.
Ninho. Oh meu Deus, que gato doido é esse?
She deserved that. See you later and be safe on your errands, Seb.
I just got off work, so don't look up here.
Don't look up here.
I have never seen someone that loves corn as much as this cat does. This cat just discovered the new security camera that was installed in the house.
Boom. You're caught.
Come on.
Wow.
You got your clutch, you got your brake, you got your throttle, you got your gear lever, AFR gauge, fan switch, steering wheel. You got all that?
Hey. Мы с Тамарой ходим парой, да?
That's so cute. I have a feeling they're like cuddling each other for warmth. Because yeah, it seems snowy. That is so cute though.
This cat sounds exactly like a...
Now that's evil. That's evil.
Squeaky toy. What do you think he's trying to say?
I think she's saying that you're gorgeous. That's what she's saying.
This cat was born with 4 ears.
That is so cute. That is so cute. I wonder if that affects their hearing abilities as well. Like, I would assume they would have better hearing than. I'm just wiping off my fucking mascara. Fuck. I keep forgetting that I put mascara on. Yeah, I don't really. I'm not really used to wearing this shit.
What are you two doing?
Oh!
I have never seen such a nervous dog before.
I've never seen a dog relax like that before on a fucking couch like that. I've seen our dog sleep like a human, like laying flat like that, and they're fucking, especially when they're dreaming, cause I think they're dreaming that they're running, cause yeah, sometimes they shake their leg or something, like they start to do that stuff.
There's only 2 types of cats.
Peanut.
Did hers get her cast off? Look, she. Oh, why'd you do that?
That is so scary. What the fuck? That is so fucking scary. That scared the fuck out of me.
You ate a bee this morning. How do you feel? Thank you.
Well, they only turn one once, and we are doing the whole princess theme, but it's gender, of course.
Oh! Underestimation.
Loves fruit by the foot. Do you want some fruit by the foot?
That's the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this super special cat video that I made, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon.
Aww.
Later.
Yeah. Yeah, this is yeah, I agree with what they said there. This is excellent timing. I was just gonna say that. That is so nice. Like, after what a lot of people just heard about the elections season.
Which way you going? You just going, ain't you?
Oh, this is the uncle, I think. He's
Hey,
the
sis.
sibling, I think.
Hey, Chris. Iris.
I don't know how this is going to work
Yeah,
out very
yeah.
good.
My brain is so messed up. I live in an emotional state right now. Like, I'm always stressed or I start crying. I'm still trying to figure out what to do next. But today, I just want to get my mind off everything that's happening right now. So I'm here at Chris's house making slime with the babies. It's just a nice way to get to talk to Chris. The babies are being entertained. What more can you want?
Gage, you want to touch? Yeah. Ew.
Oh wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of slime they're making.
I'm sitting here looking at 2 gallons of glue and 3 kids and thinking she's lost her damn mind. I should slap the blue out Amy's hair for making this mess.
This slime feels like a cold booger. A jiggly booger.
Ew.
I don't think this is one of our smarter ideas.
No, I think Brittany's gonna kill us.
Brittany is the type of person that everything has a place and a place for everything. Hey, Brittany! So, I'm sure Brittany's going to have a conniption.
I'm not touching nothing.
Oh, Lord, I'm going to have to pay.
They're gonna have to use the
Just hold
host
him very
outside.
sparingly. There you go. Oh, see, I'm glued. I was glued to him.
Brittany went ahead and gave all 3 kids a bath so I could get Amy alone for a minute outside to talk to her about what's going on in her life. So, where's your head at? Are you talking about like just a separation from like a month? Are we talking full-blown divorce?
Divorce. I'm taking control of my life.
Well, I just think it's kind of ironic. 2 years ago, you were fussing about you and Tammy spending too much time together. And now, guess what? You two are back together. I'm proud of Tammy for standing up and saying, hey, come on, I got you. But with the kids coming in and being there all the time, and Amy being there all the time, I am worried about it being too much at times for Tammy. Amy gets on my nerves and I don't live with her. Plus, with the stress that them 2 are under right now, they could be the biggest junk food junkies in the world because both of them are known for stress eating and overeating. That's what we got to worry about.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope she'll do okay if this is like a post episode. It says here, he doesn't want to help raise the kids. I'm assuming the dad. He doesn't want to be left alone with both kids, and if she leaves by herself, he expects her to take the kids or a kid. She has no time to herself. He gives her bank card and she has to ask permission. I think bank card is like the debit or credit card, whatever it is. Basically for money. The last straw was when she was looking for childcare and wanted to go shopping with her sisters. He basically wouldn't let her go or give her the bank card, and he also threw a tantrum to the point where police were called. Oh, that's terrible. That could indeed fill you crap. Oh, this guy's out. What the hell? Plus, first of all, it's not easy being a homemaker, taking care of kids. Like that's a job that they will do for the next 18 years or something. 16, 14 until they start discovering themselves. And yeah, that's a lot. That's not a 20, that's not something you can like have a vacation at, you know? You can take a vacation just because you're fucking um just because you're exhausted. And that's the beauty of a family, you know. Like personally, like in the Philippines, Filipinos are very that's something I noticed with childcare particularly. Australia is getting to the point where women are ending up having to work instead of caring for their children, and so they have to end up taking them to childcare facilities. Whereas the Philippines, most of the time, you have a community, you know. It's not just you. You have your aunt, you have your mom, you have your other mom from the other side of the family. You have your cousins, you have your, and that feeling of oh, they all want to see the kid. They're all excited to see the kid, and they, oh good, and yeah, see how they grow up to be, basically. Um and yeah, whereas here it's weird, like that can be seen as something weird, obviously because of the whole regulation and shit. I mean, like if a neighborhood would, you're fine. Um if a neighborhood would, example, be distracted or something. Sorry. Let me see what hmm. Oh yeah, one of the reason I had to stream today was just to let you know that I'll be taking a short break. I'll be taking a really short break, just a tiny break from streaming for a bit. Hmm. Yeah, send it to me. I'll try to translate it for you. But yeah, what I was saying, yeah, I'm gonna take a short break just to take care of myself for a second. I think I deserve that. And yeah, I'm actually I'm actually go looking and going back to like actually pushing therapy 100%. That's fine. Do you have it, or you can send it to me after the stream? Because I feel like ending the stream now. I'm really sorry to say that, but yeah, I'll be just taking care of I'll just be taking care of myself for a second, because yeah, I'm not really feeling good at the moment, and yeah, I just need to prioritize a few things about my life for a second. So yeah, if you're watching, I really appreciate you. Never forget that I always appreciate you, and you take care of yourself, okay? Um, it's for those who are still reeling from the election. Take care of yourself. Take your time. It's okay to it's okay to feel what you're feeling right now. But yeah, I hope one day you'll get stronger and realize your power in this whole situation as an American. Woohoo! USA, USA. But yeah, I appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you so much, and I hope I see you soon. Eh? Take care. Bye bye.